And we are live. Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you very much for joining me and Marcus today as we play through some Netrunner. So for those people who don't know, 29 years ago, so I was minus 2 years old, April 1996, Richard Garfield, designer of Magic the Gathering, designed Netrunner, the collectible card game. Was it called collectible card game back then? Trading card game?
Card
game.
It was collectible. Was it collectible? I don't know.
I can't remember what the terminology was.
Or was it 1986?
1996.
1996. Yeah, that's fine.
So I can't remember what the terminology was, but basically he designed a game called Netrunner. Now, Netrunner didn't last very long. Few years, maybe. One of the disadvantages with Netrunner, which is why Magic the Gathering succeeded, is Netrunner was a two-player game. So your starter pack that you bought was twice the price of a Magic the Gathering starter pack,
right? Because
it contained both decks, and there was no multiplayer option. They are the reasons people gave for it not working,
right?
And fizzling out. But then, at some point, we thought it was around 2012, whatever.
Yeah.
Fantasy Flight Games got the license,
FFG
picked it up, ran with it, did a really good job with it for 5 years, 6 years, 7 years,
7 years, maybe longer there. So I fizzed out towards the end, but I was in for the first 3 or 4 cycles of FFG.
And they revitalised the game and brought it to a new audience and everything else. But then, as all things, FFG stopped doing it.
Yeah.
But then we were saved.
We were. They came along. No Signal.
Yeah, well, they weren't Null Signal originally. They were Missay.
Yeah.
But there is a company, it's a not-for-profit company, as I understand it, called Null Signal Games. And they are keeping Netrunner alive. They are creating their own cards. They pay for their artists. And what's very unique about it is not only are they a non-profit company, they put all of the images of all of the cards on their website. So literally, you don't even have to buy the cards from them. You could just download the PDFs, print out all the cards, and play the game. And even in official tournaments, they allow proxies.
Yeah, proxies are fully allowed.
This is a fan-supported game now.
Yeah.
But Netrunner is alive and strong more than it ever was back in my day.
Yeah.
So, now, I've not played this for many months. You are an active player of the game. Is that fair to say?
Yeah, so I started playing again. So I did not play the original 1996 Netrunner because I was a child. And, FFG came along and I was like fully in it, loved it. Exeter had a really good scene, some really good players, and
the world champion.
The world champion, Chris Dye, still active playing as well. So through that, then I was out, like I said, 3 or 4 cycles in, something like that. Just, you know me, other games came along. And then went to Expo 2 years ago, walked past, and I had heard that No Signal was doing stuff.
Yeah.
And then walked past the booth, and I was like, oh, Netrunner, amazing. Sat down, someone kindly gave me a demo game. I was like, oh, I used to play, I don't need a demo game. They're like, no, sit down. Sat down and just felt it.
Yeah.
Just felt this rush. And I was like, oh, it's back.
Yeah.
And it's good. So, yeah, I went to a couple of tournaments in Bristol last year. Went to, basically, a load of people missed regionals.
Yeah.
So they decided to, it wasn't officially No Signal, but No Signal helped them with stuff. Some people got together and just brought back regionals again.
Right.
So I went to a regional in Bristol run by Ram, which was amazing.
Right.
It was just so nice to see everyone and play games, and it was good.
Cool. So I've got 2 decks, which a friend of mine, Fix, has built for me. I've never played these decks. You have played your decks, presumably.
I have not played my deck.
Oh, right, but you probably know how your deck works.
I kind of know how to work, but I thought I would play something new that were on similar levels, but I kind of know what they're doing.
Yeah, you probably know more than me. I've had a quick browse through these cards to see what they do. We're not going to do a tutorial today, but just to give you an overview of what Netrunner is, if you don't know, it's a card game, which is a deck construction game. So you build your deck before the game and you turn up to the game with your deck. There's no deck building during the game. It's a 2-player asymmetric game where one player is a big, rich corporation who's doing lots of shady deals and trying to basically score agendas, do agendas, advance those agendas, and try and win the game. The other player is a hacker, so they are a runner. They are sat at home or some community centre somewhere with a computer all jacked in, and they are trying to hack their way through the servers and liberate this. It's all based on the cyberpunk universe, kind of whatever.
The FFG was like, so they had their own world of Android, which is set in Los.
It's cyberpunk.
Yeah, lots of New Angeles and cyberpunky. William Gibson.
Yeah, think Neuromancer. What's the one with what's his name?
Yeah, cool. Lots of golf. That's good.
Johnny Mnemonic.
Johnny Mnemonic. Yeah.
Lawnmower Man.
Lawnmower Man. If we do any of those. Yeah. But yeah, like Ice. All those terminology, like Gibson stuff, is all there.
All from Gibson. Right. So let's work out which one we're going to play first.
Oh, I love this. Old school.
So my left or my right?
Your left.
My left. So I'm playing runner first. Is that runner? That's runner. Yeah. Okay. Oh. So I might put my identity over. I don't know. We got loads of space.
We can work it out.
Now I am aware you're not going to be able to read text on the cards. Again, it's not a sponsored playthrough today. We're just two friends playing the game.
Yeah.
We've both taken the afternoon off
I
work.
took a day off work so I can play Netrunner, which is the best day off.
Yeah. But, I mean, it's weird because I've taken the day off work to play Netrunner as well. And people might be watching going, well, isn't this your job? Yeah. I've taken the day off from creating board game videos to do board game videos. But yes, big thank you to all of my patrons supporters for funding the channel. If you like the content that I create, patreon.com/gaming rules. The patron support effectively funds me to take days off.
Play with me, so I'm thankful. Thank you very much.
Right, so how does this game work? You draw 5 cards.
Yeah.
There is no mulligan.
Yeah, there's a mulligan.
There is a mulligan.
Yeah.
Is it a selective
Yes.
mulligan? Oh, my best mulligan.
You choose what?
I choose however many cards I...
Oh, is it selective?
Is it selective mulligan? We don't know.
Oh, I'm going to check it. It just does it for me, and it says keep or not keep, and that's it. I think it's just ditch the 5, draw 5
is
more.
So it's not selective mulligan.
It's not selective mulligan.
It's a full mulligan. Yeah.
So many things. Even Magic is just like, is it London mulligan? Is it Tokyo London mulligan? Which mulligan is it?
Best card game which has a mulligan rule for me is Marvel Champions.
Yeah.
Because it's selective mulligan, but the cards go to your discard pile. So you've already started going through your deck, so there's a slight disadvantage.
I mean, the corp chooses first.
Whether you want
or not, and then you have some information of.
Yeah, maybe.
It's all good. We can go from there. I'll keep this.
I mean, I don't know what these cards say, so.
I'll keep this. Do you want to know just you personally? Know my identity.
Yes.
So I'm NBN.
You're about news. You're a news corporation.
News corporation. They moved into more like entertainment stuff, TV things, stuff like that in the news sets. But in this particular cycle, it was more like news lobbyists, that sort of thing. So I'm Epiphany Analytica, which is basically a lobbyist firm.
Let's go bring this forward a little.
Yeah, push up.
There we go.
Cool. So 45 and 15 influence. The first time each time the runner steals or trashes a corp card, place 1 power counter on its identity. Then as a click on my turn, I can remove a power counter and look at the top 3 cards of R&D and may install one of those cards. So I look at 3 cards in my deck, install a card.
Okay.
But I only get that ability if you trash stuff or steal things. So you have to play the game with me, Paul.
It's 5 credits.
Yeah.
5 credits, 5 cards.
5.
None of that 7 nonsense.
No.
I need to decide if I am keeping these or not.
I am keeping it. We need money.
I'm also keeping these.
Oh, look at this.
And a card is unique if it's got a dot to the left of its name, and if it's not unique, you can have multiple ones.
You have moat rules. And then, the rules for me you don't need to know. In regards to upgrades,
these
stuff
are
like that.
FFG credits.
Yeah.
Mine are acrylic tokens for June Imperium. That's what I'm using. They're from a company called... What's it called? I can't remember. Somebody remind me where I got these from. But they're very nice and very shiny. Right, off we go then. So the core starts first, draws 1 card, and then has 3 actions to do stuff.
3 clicks.
The runner has 4 actions. I don't automatically have to draw a card.
It's cool. So, first action, draw a card into my hand. Ooh, every card is ooh. And that's the response of it all. So, my first click is going to be to open up a new server.
Okay.
It's down here.
Is that an agenda?
What's that?
Is that an agenda?
You can find out. Come have a look if you want. And then another click.
What?
Another one? Oh, yeah.
But NBN does have a lot of remote servers.
Yeah, NBN goes wide, does asset spam,
Yeah.
one might call it. Cool.
On the first time, each turn
Mm-hmm.
that I steal or trash a card, you put a power counter on it, and
Yeah.
as an action,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
I look at 3 cards.
So you don't
Install
mind me
one.
kind of stealing?
No, I want you to interact. You are you are a viewer to my network. I need you to watch my news and be engaged. Cool. Then you know what? We'll just put down a cheeky ice.
So first piece of ice in front of HQ.
Yes, just because you are
Protecting your
a
hand.
criminal
I might be.
and you love running HQ. That's what criminals love to
do. Yeah. Okay.
That's one thing I like coming back to it. Even though I didn't know the card pool, there was still like identities to each of the things. So I could be like, okay, Crims like HQ and they can bypass ice pretty easily.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Shapers like making big rigs and breaking stuff cheaper. Sweet. Like that info's still there.
So you got 5 credits.
I got 5 credits, a piece of ice in
I
front
have
of
no
HQ.
idea what that could be, but for 5 credits, it's not going to be stupidly nasty. And each of the different identities of Corp have different flavour for their ice. So the Jinteki ice is all about net damage and stuff like that.
Yeah.
NBN can be trace tags and things.
Yeah, NBN is taggy a lot of time now as well. It's lose money, gain money.
Okay.
For a lot of those hits. What other sort of stuff do they do? Yeah, draw cards as well.
Mm-hmm.
This
Well,
is a deck where it has a
this is-
particular scoring plan. Basically,
Right.
is the way this deck works.
Yeah. Okay. So I am going to,
For your first click.
for my first click,
Yeah.
put them over there. I don't know whether to run because keeping the Corp short on money is very important. I'm going to run HQ.
Yeah. Cool.
This is where you don't res it.
Yeah. I don't want to.
Okay.
So, how do you want to do it? I just can just put cards
Yeah, yeah,
down
yeah.
and you just pick which one you want.
Yeah. Oh, that one.
Which one?
Okay. So, I mean, I'll trash it because I can. I don't know what it does, but I have trashed a card.
Cool. So you've trashed it. Do you not know what this does?
No, I should
You
probably
should 100% read that card because it's on my map for a reason. So it's Hollow Man, everyone out there.
When your turn begins, you may move this upgrade to the... So if it's rezzed, you can move it around to the root of another server.
Yeah.
And for 4 credits and an action, you can place 2 advancement counters on a card in the root of or protecting this server.
Yeah.
If you have not installed any cards from HQ this turn, instead place 3. What?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's really good.
Well, I'm glad that's gone.
Yeah.
I'm guessing there's 2 more in the deck.
So it's 2 on the deck, and our friend Spin Doctor is in this as well, which means I'll get things back. You did trash a card though.
I trashed a card.
So I
you
get a power
power
token.
counter. And those go back in your hand.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's interesting.
Now we're playing Netrunner,
I should have played this first.
which is what us runners say a lot.
Yeah.
We definitely should have done that now, having information.
So my second click is to take a credit. My
Yep.
third click is to spend 4 credits to play Earthrise Hotel. So I've moved into a hotel.
I love that.
It's a very nice hotel.
Very good. Criminals, they got all the cash.
I've got
those creds.
3 power counters on it, or water as we call it. And when my turn begins, I can remove a power counter to draw 2 cards. Right.
Yeah.
And then my fourth click is going to be... I mean, that's going to get me cards. It's not going to get me credits.
Yeah.
So I'm going to take a credit. Done.
Cool. In your turn,
Yes.
I'm going to read some stuff.
Okay, so at the end of my turn...
Yeah, before my turn begins, basically. I'm going to pay 1 quid. Going to read something called Balanced Coverage.
Balanced coverage.
Yeah, this is one of my favourite arts from the new set.
Oh, that's
it's
nice.
awesome. So in the Liberation Cycle, there's a big thing with androids.
Yeah.
Basically getting rights, like labour rights and stuff. So there's a big protest, but NBM are only showing... Like, not showing the full protests and only, like, showing a particular thing.
When your turn begins, you may choose any card type.
Yeah.
Choose a card type to look at the top card of R&D. If that card has the chosen type, reveal it and get 2 credits. Okay. Yeah. And you're also rezzing Marilyn Campaign.
Which we know. Old school.
Which is it...
I put 8 on it.
Does it get you 2 a turn, or is it an action?
2 a turn.
2 a turn.
Yeah. It just drip economy.
Oh, the first time you play a run event, gain a credit. Forgot about that.
Yes,
I
we haven't.
didn't.
Yeah, you just did
I
a
didn't,
normal
but-
one. Yeah, yeah. 2, 4, 6, 8. Cool. Right. So start on my turn. So when my turn begins, you may choose a card type to look at the top card of R&D. If that card is a chosen type, you may reveal it and gain 2. So I can't remember. Do I draw first? I don't think I do. I do this first and then I draw.
I think, from
Yeah.
memory, if you've got 2 start of turn effects,
Yeah.
you can do either. You can do them in any order.
Cool.
I'm not sure
yeah,
it actually
yeah.
matters in this case.
I'll draw the cards.
Oh no, it does matter. No, it probably doesn't.
Cool. I'll draw the cards.
If anybody knows the answer to any of our rules questions, let us know.
Cool. I will choose operation.
So you look at it.
Yeah.
If it is an operation, you reveal it and
Yes.
give me 2
2
credits.
money is not an operation.
Okay.
Cool. Sweet.
And you get the 2 credits for
I
the
do get 2
Marilyn campaign.
credits from that. Cool. So I am going to
Have 3 actions.
3 actions. Bloop, bloop, bloop. First action, take credits. Second action, take credit.
Fix says, what was the question? The question was, Marcus has a when your turn begins effect. Does that happen before he draws the card, or does he draw the card first, or does he choose
I
the
think I
order?
draw. Yeah, I did it as draw the card first, then did balance coverage. Fits for now. Turn begins first. Yeah, so I choose, then draw the card. Okay, cool. I'm doing that.
So
order.
turn begins.
Yeah.
When your turn
Turn
begins, that
begins,
happens.
then you
you
do that, then
then
we
you
draw.
draw the card.
Yeah, cool.
Got it. Thank you.
Sweet. Cool. So that's all drawn. 2 clicks. I took 2 money. Then I will place this down on here.
So protecting R&D.
Yes. Well, 1 ice, so it's not protecting it
Yeah.
that much from crims, maybe. But there you go. That's been done.
All done.
Uh-huh.
So when your turn begins, so my turn begins,
Mhm.
I remove a hosted power counter.
Yeah.
And draw 2 cards. Okay. Right. I have 6 cards in hand. So my hand size is 5. So if
Yeah.
I don't play something, I lose it.
Yeah. It is until you start taking meat damage and stuff. But
Okay. So I am going to play.
yes.
Okay, so first action, I'm going to take a credit.
Yeah.
Second sorry, where's my actions? So it clicks. First click, take a credit. Second click, I'm going to play a run event.
Cool.
Bahia Bands.
We love that.
The first time each turn you play a run event, gain a credit.
Yeah.
Run any server, or run here.
Yeah.
If successful, which it is at this point, when
Yeah.
you pass the last piece of ice, it's counted as successful. Is that right?
Mhm.
Resolve 2 of the following in any order. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put 4 credits on it,
Yeah.
which I can use to pay trash costs.
Yeah.
And then the second thing I'm going to do is to install a card from my grip, paying 1 credit less. So
Yeah.
I'm going to install Sesvi as a program. So I'm going to put my programs here.
Cool.
So paying 1 less, so I pay 1 for
Yeah.
that.
That's what it allows you to use on runs, right?
Yeah, so it's got 2 credits on it, and I can use those 2 credits during runs
Right.
on central servers.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, and then I trash that for paying these 3.
Yeah.
And then that one goes.
Once you do that, I get a
Oh, you get a
counter
power.
on Epiphany.
Yeah.
That's fine. It was a short-lived campaign.
It
But
was.
It's fine. It happens.
Okay, so I've got 2 clicks left.
Yeah. Yeah, so your first one was running that.
No, my first one was
Taking a credit.
taking a credit, I think.
Yeah. Did you pay for the event Baja bands?
I did.
It's 2. Okay, cool. Which means you wouldn't have had money to pay for that.
I think I
You had free money, but 4 Baja bands.
Ooh. What did I do? I mean, I would have taken money to do it.
Yeah. So that's fine. We can work this out. So you had 3 creds.
Did I have?
You had 2 creds to start off with. You took 1 at the beginning of the turn. It costs 2 to Oh no, you're fine because it costs one less, right?
It costs one less, yeah.
So, yeah, so you're fine. You just have.
I
no
think
money.
I'm fine.
Yeah, you just have no money.
Yeah.
You still have 2 credits left.
I've
Yeah,
got
because
2
Bahamut
actions.
said specifically you pay it for one.
And
less.
then when I played it, I gained a credit for that.
Yes, because you had to played it, gain 1 to get you the free, and then.
I think that's right.
Yeah, I think we're good.
I think we're good. Yeah. Right. 2 clicks left. And tell you what, I'm tempted. I'm gonna run on in.
Interesting.
Res or not to res?
To res or not to res is the question. I am going to res.
Okay. Wow. Kept you short on money. That's good. But it's a 2 strength sentry, which I can't break.
Nope.
When you res this ice during a run against this server, you may have the runner gain 2 credits. If you do, during each encounter with this ice for the remainder of that run, I cannot break more than 1 of its printed subroutines. Well, I can't break any.
No, which I'm not going to give you the 2 money. I'm not hey, I'm not here to give out charity.
That's bad.
Evil media. It's bad.
That's bad.
It's bad.
That's really bad.
It's really bad.
That's very strong for a 4 cost 2 strength.
Yes, Unsmiling Zamarina
Wow.
is pretty good.
Okay, so I can't break any of them, which means I hit all of those. So I get a tag.
Yeah.
You got a tag
Of course
for
I
me?
can.
He knows where I live.
Please have a tag.
He's got the address of the hotel where I stay.
I sure do.
I do 2. Yeah, I take 2 net damage.
Yeah, you sure do. I'll take those 2 in the middle.
No, can I take the other ones?
No.
I mean, I
Terrible.
can't play either of those cards.
No. Oh, that's such a good card, though.
And you may draw 2 cards.
Yeah, and I will draw 2
Yeah.
cards.
Right. I have one click left, and I can't get rid of this tag.
No.
So I'm just going to. I mean, it doesn't end the run.
No, you can still get in.
So I should have seen the top
Yeah,
card.
but you still can.
Right. Okay, I see what you're up to. I'm going to gain a credit for my last click. Yeah, that's the really important thing about ice, is if it doesn't say end the run,
You still go.
you still get in.
Yeah.
That's
This is just a tax for you.
That's the downside of that one.
Yeah, well, a lot of sentries don't end runs, right? They all have like a style to them. So sentries are normally utility pieces. They'll put tags on, they'll do damage, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Barriers are end runs.
Oh, end runs.
Like, they will just keep you out.
Walls.
And like dumb walls. Code gates
Do shenanigans.
do shenanigans, but generally keep you out as well.
Yeah.
Is like the thing they do. Right, are you all done?
Yes. Now, if I was playing against Wayland, I'd be worried at this point, because if the Wayland, well, there are certain cards
Also
in the game-
NBN, to be honest, but
Oh,
not
okay.
this particular NBN.
Right.
So you're fine. NBN, they ban the ID, but there's Reality Plus,
Okay.
which is essentially when you get a tag. When the first time you got tagged, we can basically draw a card and get money.
Okay.
So it's just about that, and then it used End the Line and some Wayland shenanigans in it as well. Right, my go.
Mm-hmm.
So at the beginning of my turn, I am going to choose Op.
Okay.
It's not an Op.
And then draw a card.
Draw a card. This goes to my hands. Good. Cool. So we are going to. I'm going to draw a card.
First action, draw a card.
Yeah.
First action, go.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you very much. I'm then going to. Be cheeky. And I'm going to. Blip. I'll put this down here. What does your hotel do?
At the start of my turn, I can remove one of these counters to draw 2 cards. And it doesn't say you may, so it happens at the start of my turn. Because it's a very nice hotel with a nice view.
It's a lovely hotel with a lovely view.
Well, in fact, it's in space.
It is indeed in space. Cool. I'll put this down here.
Okay.
That's me done.
3 actions done. Okay, so at the start of my turn, I will remove a power counter. I will draw 2 cards, and I will get my 4 clicks. And even though you know the room that I'm staying in the Netrunner hotel, you've not come and shut it down. Okay.
I have not.
Oh, hello.
Oh, hello.
There's a card in this deck that I haven't read.
Oh, have a little look.
It's quite nice. It's I like it. I like it a lot. Right, so I've got a card with an icon on it that I don't know what it is.
Oh.
It's like an exclamation mark in a kind of inverted triangle. Yeah, I don't know what it is.
Exclamation mark in a triangle. Not threat.
No. I mean, it might be threat. I don't think so. I think they'll know what it is.
Normally it says threat on it.
Yeah, this doesn't say threat.
I'll close my eyes and you can show it to the camera and then get fixed. Have a look.
I'll put the other thing on.
Yeah. I'll close my eyes.
This one. Is it going to focus?
I'll stay at the ceiling.
Yeah, this one. So what does that icon do there?
Tell him.
Okay.
And now I won't look at chat.
Okay.
I'm not looking in a lot of places. I'm not looking
at it. Where do I look? Cameras everywhere. So, okay, I'm gonna play. Oh, it means when you do what trigger says, resolve the ability. Oh, okay, it's a trigger. So once this is in play,
yes.
Whenever I do the thing that's printed on it,
you get that thing.
It's just a reminder, I guess, that you have a triggered effect.
An alert.
Okay, so my first click is going to be to spend a credit.
Yeah.
Because I pay for things, that's how it works.
Yeah, I've heard this.
Play Carpe Diem.
Yeah.
Which means we have to go into the other room, get Stefan Feld's Carpe Diem and play that.
Play another game of Carpe Diem. That'd be great.
So identify your mark. This is a new thing to me.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't have a mark, I don't. A random central server becomes your mark for the turn.
Yes, we need a D6.
I haven't dice. I'm a Eurogamer.
That's fine.
Oh no, there's a D6 here.
There's a D6 here. Hey!
It's a gaming rules D6. So 1 to 2, 3 to 4, 5 to 6.
So yeah, archives.
3 R&D.
3 R&D. Cool.
So identify my mark. Yeah. Gain 4 credits.
Yeah.
You may run your mark. Hell no. Oh, but I also gain a credit because I played a runner. Yeah. So it was.
Yeah, but you have to run though,
no,
right? No, okay, cool. Game 4, you may run your mark. 1 for 4 cred.
Well, 1 for 5.
Oh, sorry, yeah. Well, that seems really good.
That does seem really good. And a run out of it if it wasn't such a.
Yeah. Oh,
is that right?
Identify your mark. If you don't have a mark, yeah, that's right. Game 4, you may run your mark. Yeah, it's all good.
Okay, so if I already had a mark, then now does the mark stay?
Yeah.
Okay, so I've marked R&D.
There might be cards that go off marks.
I don't
I know.
I don't want to mark R&D.
The identity that's part of that set, she goes off marks.
Okay.
She does mark stuff.
Right. Well, that was cool. That was my first action.
Well, yeah, 1 money for 5 creds. Yeah, that seems pretty legit.
We like that. Okay. Dan's just discovered the channel. Hi, Dan. Thank you very much. Are we enjoying the elevation previews?
I am.
I mean, enjoying.
Yeah.
There are things that we are doing in our private time when looking at those posts, which we can't really talk about.
No, we can't talk about on stream.
But yes, we are both very much enjoying it.
I cannot wait for elevation. I'm so excited for it. I was talking to everyone at the Bristol event I went to. We're like, "Oh, are you back playing?" And I was like, "Yes, but I am waiting for the rotation, so I can then get fully into it." Because I like to practice for stuff, and I was putting like 2-3 hours in Genteki like before the event, pretty much every night, and it was just such an uphill battle learning the meta again, and trying to learn everything and catch up on things. But with a reset, everyone's back on the same level again. And it's just so much fun.
And I think one of the things that I'm excited about elevation is, as we mentioned earlier on, when elevation comes in, that's it for the FFG.
Mm-hmm.
or the standard card pool from that point on is all null signal games.
Yeah, it's all signal.
And that's an exciting time, obviously, for us, for you, and everybody who's been following this rebirth of Netrunner.
All the story stuff's been really cool as well. I just like that they've made their own mega city with their own setting.
Right.
So Kanto Kinamano, which is in Borneo.
Okay.
And basically they're making like the second Earth elevator.
Right. Okay.
Going up.
Right.
So it's like all like set in there.
Cool.
It seems really cool.
Right.
So
So
what we're doing. So your
I've got
first
loads of
click
money.
was pay 1, gain 5.
Yeah.
which it's money.
We like that.
We like that.
Now you've only got 2 credits,
I only have 2 months.
so that can't be that tough. But you know that you've only got 2 credits, so you probably wouldn't have hid something behind it, or would he?
Or would I? I'm tricksy.
And there's this as well. Am I?
Currently, I have not hit once.
No, but that wouldn't be worth 3 credits for me to trash.
No.
But I've got. Oh no, that's only on Central Server.
Yeah, it's only a central thing. This is a remote server, so you can't interact with that.
No.
If you do, you give me another one of these.
Yeah. I'm not sure it's worth 3 of my precious monies to do that. So I'm going to spend my second click.
Fix is right. Read the chat for Fix.
What's he saying?
What am I saying?
Yeah. Well, if it is that. Oh, you mean the one that I saw?
Yeah, you saw. You
it could-
have known information.
Well, yeah, but my memory.
Yeah.
What was it? I don't know.
Oh, mind you, it was an ice called Pin.
Was it 0 cost 2 strength, or was it 2 cost 0 strength? I'm going to renege.
Maybe. I'm going to pay 2 money.
Okay.
And I'm going to res. Thing.
Oh, okay. So when you res this ice during a run against this server, give the runner 1 tag.
How
I
about
mean,
that?
I like tags.
There you go.
If I get 5 tags, I win the game.
Yeah.
1 strength. So it's a barrier. I guess it's a barrier. No, it's a barrier.
It's bad. It just says no.
So I hit a very small little wall.
Yeah.
But that's fine.
It just says no.
And now I've got 2 tags.
Yeah.
And that's fine.
It's fine.
It's fine.
It's fine.
Okay. Interesting.
You don't have to run either, is the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, you may run your mark. If it was also run your mark,
Then I'd be screwed.
then you get the 5 and then done. But yeah. But the fact you may run it.
Okay. I'm going to run HQ.
You're running HQ?
I'm running HQ.
Cool, I'm not running.
You got no credits.
Yeah.
What the? I like it. I like it. Okay. Right. My
Oh, yeah.
final.
I was like, what's got that reaction? Oh yeah, that card. It's funny.
Subroutines galore.
Yeah.
I'm going to gain a credit as my last click.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right, beginning my turn. I am going to choose op. I'm going to put the mark here. It's not an op. I'm going to draw for the turn.
Do you have any operations in your deck?
So, yeah. I would like to think I do. Maybe.
Maybe.
Cool. So my first action is going to be to use my identity.
Okay.
So
So
my
you
first click.
use a hosted power counter, look at the top 3 cards of R&D, and you
Obviously, I have
may
to make sure
install
they
one of
keep
them.
in all.
Yeah, because it's just look at them, isn't it?
Yeah.
So you must return them in the order that. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, cool. So I am going to do.
Oh, the mark is gone. It's only for the run. Okay.
Okay, cool.
Know
Great.
that. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm just going to do this one. So, I'm going to install a card.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to install an agenda. I'm going to say it's agenda because this has an ability of Soak the Flat Embers. When you install this agenda from anywhere except from HQ, so this is
You
from
are
R&D,
installing it from somewhere other than
Yeah.
HQ.
I may reveal it.
Which you did.
If I do, I gain 2 money. I can place 1 advancement counter on an installed card.
On an installed card, which could be that one.
Yeah, it could be this one if I wanted
And it probably is.
Well, no, because obviously it's just going here, right?
Yeah.
So install will go here, and I gain 2 money.
That's an advancement counter.
Yep.
Yeah, you get 2 money.
So that was my first.
Interesting.
My
Very interesting.
Yeah, and these have to go back. Oh, just double check what order we're in. Then I will. Take quotes. Oh no.
Now, you've clearly got some low-cost ice in your deck.
Yes.
So that could be another ping, or it could be something else.
Could be something else.
Small.
But you now know what a ping is.
I now know what a ping is.
So you could, if you wanted to. You've got that to do, right?
Yeah, so start my turn. That comes off.
Yeah.
I get 2 cards.
So that now goes away, right?
I think so. There are...
Unless it says...
Well, no, there are some games where it sticks around and some games where it automatically goes when it's run out. And I can't remember which one this is. I think Marvel Champions, the card doesn't go when it's out of counters.
When you saw this, we will load 3 power counters onto it.
Yeah, it'll be a global
when it is
rule.
empty, trash it.
Oh, it does say.
So some will stay around because there are cards that allow you to put more power counters on.
Right.
Some will just go. In that one, it says
Specifically
goes.
Right. Okay. So my rental of my room in the Earthrise Hotel is done.
Mm-hmm. It's expensive.
It is very expensive.
Very expensive.
Okay. So. And the problem is, I'm still tagged.
Yeah, there's 2 of them.
So resources are...
Yeah, it costs me money, eh? It costs me 2 money, right?
It does. If I do want to keep you short
and
on
I'm
money.
currently short on money.
Mm-hmm.
You've been doing criminal stuff and being aggro.
Well, I've just been running like a crazy person.
Oh, criminal.
That's what I do.
Yeah. Criminals put pressure on me. And that's the point.
Okay, so I am going to take 4 plates.
Yeah.
I'm going to use my first one to make a run on HQ.
Oh.
Are you letting me in?
Yeah.
I'll have that.
Yeah.
I've liberated an agenda. He's up to plans. So that's mine. That goes in my score pile. I have 2 points. And you get a hosted power counter?
I do, because you stole.
Right. That makes me feel better.
I'm glad.
As somebody who has tried for the last 10 years to cut stress out from my life, playing Netrunner is not the thing that you should do. Because as the runner, I'm just absolutely terrified. And as the corp, I'm also terrified.
Yeah. I have fear from my toes all the way to my forehead. But I have to be cool, like CEO in a meeting.
You know I can get in.
Yeah, so...
And I'm like, but that might hurt me.
Yeah, but it's
the game. It's what it is.
But I find calming in that stress.
Okay.
And I don't know why. Like, I like that sort of stress from a symmetrical game.
Okay, so...
The Hollow Man playing that is very good.
Could do that.
I got an X though, and I love it. And the artist signed it.
Nice. I didn't do a run event, did I? That was just
that was just a peasant run using a click. Disgusting.
I know.
Extra.
I'm going to draw a card.
I love that for you.
Okay, then I am going to play Dirty Laundry, which costs
Cool.
2. So I'm going to run any server, and when the run ends, if it was successful, I get 5 credits.
Yeah.
So I'm going to run HQ.
Okay.
So I've played a run event, I get a credit.
Yeah.
Is it successful?
It is successful.
Yeah, but I don't get the credits till the run ends.
Yeah. And you paid the 2 for that, right? But you got the 1 back. When you steal that, you get a tag.
I love tags.
Yeah.
Tomorrow's headline is... Right, so it's an ambush agenda.
Yeah.
4 points. That should get you worried.
Yeah. No, I'm fine. I'm really good.
Okay, I've got 1 action left and loads of money. So I'm going to play this. This is the card that I didn't understand.
Yeah.
So my last click, I'm going to spend 4 to play the class act.
Yes.
Okay.
It's cool.
So when a discard phase ends,
Mm-hmm.
if you install this resource this turn, draw 4 cards.
You don't have to discard, basically.
Yeah. So my discard phase is now.
Yeah.
My discard phase is now over.
Yeah.
And now I draw 4 cards.
Uh-huh.
Right. But only when I installed it this turn.
Yes.
So
So it's a way to block from like heavy meat damage coming in. So there's a Wayland card called End of Line, which is
Right.
the End of Line card that we knew like from the beginning.
Does it do 15 meat damage?
It does 4 meat damage.
Remind me later. I will go into the attic and I'll get my old Netrunner collection and I will show you a card that
what?
does 15 meat damage.
No, there isn't.
Yeah.
How? Well, you can't have 15 cards in hand.
No, it's just basically.
It just glues the game.
Yeah.
How many quid was it?
I don't know, but you have to spend 3 agenda points to play it.
Oh, right. Okay.
It's called
cool.
I Got a Rock. And it was a rare card. Back when rarities
Yeah.
was. Anyway, it's got this icon. The first time each turn you would draw any number of cards.
Yeah. You basically get to choose.
Look at the
right?
top X cards of your stack. Add 1 of those cards to the bottom of your stack, where X is equal to the number of cards you would draw plus 1. Right.
Yeah. So you would draw 1. So you basically look
I'd
at
look
2.
at 2.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Got it. Oh, cards.
Yeah.
You'll go.
Thank you very much. Right. Start my turn. I would choose up.
Not an op.
It's not an up. Cool. I will draw. Cool.
Oh my god, that's amazing. Oh, and that's amazing as well.
So, I first click.
Yes. Did I get the Ken money? What was the Ken money? Yes, I
Yes,
did.
you got the
I
Ken
think I
money.
did.
Yeah, you did.
I
You
paid
only
the turn and
the-
then I gained
yeah.
the 1 straight away.
You sure did. Ken does not need any more help, chat. I will use the first click to install this. Actually, can I know that's... Use my first click to use this ability.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. I'll install this card.
It's another remote server. And we're going to have to just shovel your
Yeah,
play back
sorry.
that way. That's all right. Because the remote servers have gone off camera.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah, this is... Deck goes wide. Cool. Second click. This.
Really just scrolling thing.
There we go. And then last will be to just take a quiz.
Right, okay. So what I'm thinking is he didn't spend any of his energy installing that. So if that was a 4-point agenda, you could have scored it.
Could have.
But that would have left you with no money.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, shenanigans. Right, so what's happening? Let's... Four. Okay, so I first click is I'm going to install a piece of hardware called Swift.
Oh, I love it.
So it gives me an extra memory unit, and the first time each turn I play a run event, I gain an action.
Yeah, it's great. It's
Very
really,
good.
really good. There's an archetype called Swift Lat. Lat's a shaper ID.
Okay.
And yeah, Swift Lat was a deck for a while. It's very fun.
Okay, so let's have a look at the situation.
Where's Ken going?
4 credits, 2 cards in hand. Lots of nonsense here that I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
But
The classic thing we ask ourselves in Netrunner, how do I win?
either way, if I run either of those, it will be successful.
Well, if you run
If
either
I
of
run,
these, yeah.
it'll be a successful run.
Yeah. And you'll get another action because of your
Yeah.
Swift.
And this turn, I am going to have to discard down to 5.
Cool.
Which is fine.
That's fine.
I'm okay with that. That's also very interesting. I don't want to spend my actions running them, but I absolutely need to.
I've just realised
So
what I
now-
should be doing, and it's just clicked, is with this, I know exactly what the cards are.
Right.
So I look, see what the card is, and then should be hitting balance coverage every time.
Yes.
But because I drew extra cards from the other
yeah.
thing, it threw that off. But
Right.
there's times where I should know exactly what's on top of that deck.
Okay. My second click.
Also, tags are not good.
No, tags are fine.
Tags are fine.
He knows where I live. He knows my date of birth. He knows
Yeah.
my inside leg measurement.
Tags
We're all good. I'm going to play another resource.
Nice.
Aware that I have 3 tags.
Yeah.
Miss Bones.
Ooh.
So it's-
12, isn't it?
Miss Bones has 12 credits, which I can
Yeah.
use to trash cards.
It's good.
I'm going to spend my third
Yeah.
click to run here.
Okay.
Yeah, just run.
Cool.
The
So
card
the
that I hate.
Yeah.
Which, so you're
It's
gonna
right, it's rotating out, so it's fine.
yeah.
It's going.
So I trash it.
Yep. Pay response.
Yeah.
And then I pay.
You get a hosted power
yes.
counter.
I'll just move this here. I'll shuffle down the track.
I am going to use my 4th click to play a run event.
Yeah.
It cost me 2,
And you got an action back because you'd.
but I get 1 back and I get an action back.
Yeah, because you haven't done it. You didn't do a run event on that, did you? You
Not
just
yet,
ran
no.
it normally. Yeah.
Run any server, and if successful, I get a card back from here.
Yeah.
And I'm going to run there.
Okay. Cool. I'm not going to res it.
I will access it.
I should res. I will res.
You are going to run.
Yeah, I'm going to
Okay.
res it. So it's Spin Doctor. So
when
I
you
draw 2
res the
cards.
card.
Yeah, I draw 2 cards. Then I'm going to remove this asset from the game.
Oh, right. So I don't have to trash it.
No.
So there's a window of opportunity between you resing it and
Yeah.
me accessing it.
Mhm.
Wow. I mean, that's another card that's very, very good.
It is very good, and that's staying around, baby.
Yeah, it's in a lot of decks, isn't it?
Yeah, it's really good.
It's 2 cards from archives into
Yeah,
mine.
so I'm going to put Hollow Man back in, and I'm going to put Rashida back in.
Ugh. And then that goes.
It goes from the game.
Oh, that's gone from the
Yeah,
game.
it's gone from
Right,
the game.
okay.
There's no way I can... You could Spin Doctor back in or whatever, and that would be bad.
I get a card back.
Yeah.
Because it was successful.
No,
Was it successful?
it wasn't successful because I
Oh.
trashed it, right?
I thought it was successful as long as I... Yeah. It's
That's true. I guess you
yeah.
did hit there, so yeah.
It is successful.
I'm sure Fitz will tell us it's
nothing
not,
actually happened.
If you would like to cut, by all means, cut. Thank you.
I'm going to put this. Okay. And I still have an action left because that got me an action back. Okay, well, they're gone. They're cleared up. I'm happy with that.
You trashed another card, right?
Yeah, it's only one.
No, I trashed it, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, the first of each turn. Not still as trashes.
6 cards in hand. I'm going to have to lose one, which is fine.
Oh, you're down to no money again, though. Which
I am down to no money.
makes me feel a little better.
Going to run here as my last click.
Spend 3. Oh, where's Drafter?
Oh, is that a HB card?
Oh. So the first one is you may add 1 card from archives to HQ.
So it's what type of ice is it? Not that.
It's a Sentry.
It's a Sentry.
And then I may install 1 card from archives or HQ, ignoring all costs.
Okay, so 2 subroutines. You may add a card from archives to HQ.
Which I'm not going to do.
Okay, and then you may install a card from archives or HQ, ignoring all costs.
Yeah. So I'm going to put Mario Campaign, replacing that. So that goes into archives. Because I can only have 1 asset, right?
So you're overwriting the old one.
Yes.
With that.
With this new one here. I believe I can do that.
I believe you can as well.
Because you don't have any clicks left, right?
I have no clicks left. And then the run is successful. I get through and I trash that.
Yeah.
And now you have an agenda sat in
I
archives.
do, but you would have got it anyway.
Yeah.
At least now this is a chance for me to hit another spin doctor.
Or you're going to have to... Right, okay.
It's the only way I could have...
Oh, it's tense.
I was hoping you weren't going to run it. I thought you were going to...
No, it's not successful. The server disappears before.
Okay, cool. That's when you did the... On the... what's he called? Spin Doctor.
Okay.
It would have hit any...
So I will put that card back.
Okay, cool.
Interesting that the run is not successful.
Start my turn. I'm going to choose an asset. And it's not that.
Is it an operation?
That would have been hilarious, but it is not a op either. I will give you that information for free. Cool. So now I draw for time. I will use this. Look at 3 cards. Then I will draw cards for my second click. Then I'm going to use this ability.
That's your third one, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now you'll go. I have to discard a card. Discard this card.
So there is an agenda in archives.
Yes.
Sat there.
Yep.
Waiting for me.
Yep. And it's your go.
And you've probably got some spin doctor nonsense.
Maybe. Maybe.
I mean, sure. First action, I'll run archives.
Yeah, you win.
do I win or?
What's that?
It's not a 3. No,
What's that? No, it's worth 3.
It's only 2.
2.
So we're on 6.
Yeah.
There we go. Okay, right. 3 left. I mean, the thing is, we're in a weird situation. I've got no icebreakers out.
Yeah.
So you have any piece of ice that ends the run, and I can't get in. So my second click is to draw 1 card, but actually, I'm going to look at 2, add 1 to the bottom of my stack. Yeah, look at the top X cards where X is equal to the number of cards you would draw plus 1. Add 1 of those cards to the bottom of your stack. So I'm going to add that to the bottom of my stack.
Yes.
And that's the first time each turn.
Yeah.
Okay. No money.
Yeah. Ken.
Which makes that not that useful. That's interesting.
I like that you've got fixes, kind of like your hacker on a side and typing in.
Yeah.
Being like,
What was that?
You check
Go
HQ.
left, go left.
Check HQ. There's no creds there. Have a little look. And I say,
I'm going to take another credit.
also it is correct.
And I'm also going to take another credit, which means I now have to discard, and I'm going to discard. Earthrise Hotel.
Love that.
You'll go.
Cool. Cool. So at the start of my turn, I'm going to choose op.
Mm-hmm.
It is an operation.
So you reveal it.
I'm going to reveal it.
Okay. And you get 2 credits.
Yes. And then it goes to my hand. Cool. So, the first thing I'm going to do is play this operation for my first click.
Okay.
Don't know what I did with my other one, but it's fine. First click is gone. Where's
it go?
I don't know. Is it hiding underneath?
Down.
Come on, friend.
There you go.
Come on, friends. First click. Boop. I reserve one of the following, unless the runner is tagged.
I'm not tagged.
Which you are
No,
tagged.
not tagged.
You're tagged 3 times. I can gain 3 money, which I will.
Okay. Oh.
And I can draw 3 cards, which I am going to do.
So because I'm tagged, you get to do both of them.
Yeah.
I mean, 0 cost for 3 money.
You
or 3
paid.
cards. No. That's the normal cost. per card.
Yeah.
But you get to do both because I'm
But I get
tagged.
to do both because you're tagged.
Good card.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is
there you
it's
are.
just as strong as the normal 0 cost draw.
Yeah. Agreed. So second click, I'm going to play here.
Got the money.
And then last click. We'll have to move the mat again, or we get. Go here.
Look at all these servers.
I have 6, so I have to go with the 1.
And this is going face down in your archives.
Yeah.
Where I don't know what it is.
Indeed. That is correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. So my first click is to play Bahia Bands, which I'm paying for it.
Yeah.
But then I'm getting a credit back and I'm getting a click back.
Uh-huh.
So I'm running any server. I'm going
Any
to
server you
run
want.
HQ.
Yes, you are running HQ. That is fine.
Is it successful?
It is successful.
Okay,
yes.
so I get to resolve 2 of the following in any order. I am going to...
You get your click back anyway, which you've done, right?
I did.
Yeah.
I'm going to draw 2 cards. And I'm going to draw 2 cards.
Yeah.
I'm going to access this one, which is a win.
Win a chicken
What was in
dinner.
there?
I had another one.
Oh, there was another one.
This was
Yeah,
here.
well, that was...
So,
yeah. So my next plan,
yeah.
if you let me in,
Yeah.
was to then diversion of funds.
Yeah.
You might not have let me in a second time. No, you wouldn't have done.
No.
You would have stopped me with that.
Yeah. But then you wouldn't be able to hit
But
it.
then I would
But
have
would
been
you
able
have
to
won
do-
there?
I would have
Probably,
won.
yeah.
I thought that was an agenda.
So I put that down because my brain went, oh, you lose at 6. And I was like, oh no, it's 7. You lose at 7. So I put that down anyway. But now I get what this deck is trying to do. I want to challenge myself and play something.
It was.
Yeah, it was. But you have to trash 2 installed things. At that time you only had 1.
There was an additional cost to steal
Yeah,
it.
to steal it, you have
The runner
to.
must shuffle 2 installed runner cards into the stack.
So it's a little bit safer where I can kind of put it out and like keep it there.
Okay.
But I get what this is trying to do. I like it. It's a cool puzzle. I just need to play it more and like work it out. But I wanted to play something that was a little bit more challenging, and this is cool and fun. But it doesn't have really any tag punishment, except for
Right.
getting rid of the resources.
Yeah, which I kept you so short on money,
Yeah.
it wasn't worth you doing it.
It's all it is about giving you a cheeky tag here to just get Predictive Planogram off.
Yeah.
Just to draw extra
And a lot
cards.
of runners get nervous when they get attacked.
Yeah.
They
So
spend their
tag will make you a little bit threaty. But no, thank you for that.
Thank
That was
you.
a lot of fun.
And thank you, Fix, again, for creating the day.
No.
And now we go the other way. So I'm playing Hard Bioroid Precision Design. So my hand size is +1.
Yeah.
And whenever I score an agenda, I can
Uh-huh.
add a card from archives back into HQ.
You sure do. Stephanie. Come on, Abby.
And in that game that we just played, we never actually saw any icebreakers breaking through ice. So if you've never seen Netrunner before as a game, you might think, well, that was a bit weird. It was a bit weird.
Yeah.
Normally, what happens is that the court player puts the ice up, and then the runner has to install particular types of programs that break through that ice. We didn't see that. But
To be fair though, criminals do run light on thing. They have cards that can
Inside
jump
card.
over ice, like go through archive and go somewhere else, like
Snake door beta.
Snake door beta and like stuff like that. So they are known of not necessarily building up a rig, as we call it. Shapers build up rigs because they love it. But yeah, and also that deck had some cheap keep outs, but a lot of times it wants you in.
yeah.
And it wants to trick you into either steal stuff to power up this. Because the main thing is it wants to put out those scorches but revealed,
Right.
and then score them with Hollow Man. Because you put them out, put one onto it, and then you can pay the money. But yeah, interesting. Right, Seb.
So who's this guy?
It's Seb. Seb is
Whenever you
cool.
take 1 or more tags,
Yep.
if you had no tags,
Yep.
you may install 1 connection from your grip by paying 2 less.
Yeah.
And as an additional cost to trash a connection resource, I must trash a card from HQ.
Yeah. So if I'm tagged,
So for me to trash your connections,
Yeah.
I have to trash a card from HQ.
yes, and 2 money.
And the 2 minutes.
Yeah, 'cause that's just base 4. I believe it's 2 money.
Yeah. Okay.
It's because the runner applied good pressure.
I did.
Well played. You did apply good
did.
pressure, really good pressure.
Yeah.
It was hard for me to, in any way, sort of,
Yeah.
gain any basis.
It's probably my biggest lesson when I'm teaching people as a runner is don't be too scared. Because if
No.
you're too scared, if you let the court player play their own game, they'll just win.
Yeah.
You've got to put the pressure on you.
But again, it comes down to that faction thing, right? If you see Genteki,
Oh, you-
be
you-
a little
you be a
scared.
little
But
scared.
you need to know the parameters of why you're running.
Yeah.
Like with Genteki, have lots of cards in hand.
Yeah.
Or like make sure you're able to, whatever. Like I said, with MBN, be careful you start picking up tags.
Yeah.
In general. Like, that's all you have to worry about. Oh, I don't know.
Okay. Right. So I get 6 cards.
1, 2, 3, 4.
R&D.
You get 5 cards, choose if you keep, and then.
Oh, so it's 5. So is it
Oh
not?
no,
I've got +1 hand size.
you get +1. Yeah, you get 6 cards.
So I get 6.
Yeah.
And again, first time playing this deck, so we will see what
Uh-huh.
happens.
Yeah, again, this is complex, and I haven't played it yet.
So Anarchs are... What do Anarchs do?
They generally go hard and fast like criminals, and will do things.
They've got viruses?
They will get things a little bit better than everyone else, but there'll be a downside, or they play dangerously, right?
Okay.
So with Seb, he has the benefit of essentially getting a connection for free, but he has to float tags.
Right.
And consistently cleared, so that's the downside. So Essa, who's in Borealis, they're all about taking meat damage, and then they do sabotage, so transferring from your hands.
Yeah.
So a lot of times it's like doing bad things to yourself to get rewards.
Right.
It's generally like annex.
Okay.
And it's like criminals, like Shona, just go fast, get lots of money, apply pressure to HQ. I think that's a good way of describing it. It fits if you've got a better way. Type it in there, but yeah, that's generally what they do.
Yep, I'm okay with this.
Cool. I'm also okay with it.
Right, so my first start of turn, first thing I do, for a card. I should have 5 money.
Money! Credits. I'm just going to use this. Flip them over. I only have 3 clip tokens. I don't know where my 4th one went.
Right, so my first action is to play a card which I borrowed from my NBN friends
Nice.
called Your Digital Life.
Yeah.
You get 1 credit for each card in HQ.
Yeah.
Got 6 cards in HQ.
Yeah. The dream is to play Rachida, draw your 3, get a crazy hand size, then play your Digital Life. But for Digital Life to get a net positive 3 is good.
Right.
Where is your HQ, by the way? Is your HQ obviously?
Oh, sorry, my
That's
HQ
fine.
is here.
Sorry, it's a floating HQ.
Yeah, it's my hand.
That's cool. It's in Jersey for tax reasons. another island somewhere.
Yeah, HQ, R&D,
Yeah.
archives.
Cool.
2 actions.
Oh, Matt's answer is since we still start with 5. But
Oh, right.
It doesn't really matter.
Well, I should lose a card then.
Yes, because you draw the card, right? Yeah.
Pick 1, I'll shuffle it back in.
Oh.
Okay, so hand size actually only applies then at the end of your first turn.
I guess so.
You can keep 6 at the end of the turn. Okay, right, thank you.
But yeah, because the main rule is just draw 5.
Right.
And yeah.
Good to
Yeah,
know.
yeah.
Right. Okay, well, that changed things.
If you need a mulligan, then I guess you play the card, but yeah.
I played a card, so...
If you want to restart, you're more than welcome to.
No, it's okay. We'll go with it.
I'm happy with that. I love your Digital Life. It is a cool card. Especially with Spin Doctor as well.
Yeah, if you're okay, what I would have probably done
Yeah.
is drawn a card first.
Yeah, 100%. That
and
is
then
Netrunner.
played it because
Yeah.
it wasn't really that efficient.
Draw a card first is generally the first thing you should do, right?
Well,
If it's in your head.
if I'm gonna,
Yeah. Also, if you're fishing for stuff.
So I have 1 left,
Yep.
and I am going to.
Yeah, so you drew your card for your turn, drew another card, played your Digital Life.
Yeah.
And you have 6 cards in hand, yeah?
I do.
But 9 credits.
Yeah, I could keep those 6 cards in hand. 6 cards is all right. Let's put. Let's install a card there.
Oh, what could that be?
It's a 7-point agenda.
Oh wow, I should go for it. That seems 100% I should go for it.
There was a 7-point agenda in the game.
Nice. Oh, right, okay.
It's the world domination card. So it's actually only worth 4,
Right, okay.
but it's 3 if you score it.
That's cool.
So 3 extra if you score it.
Right. What was the agenda cost on it? Or the advancement
I
cost?
think it was 12.
Right. Okay.
No, it was something ridiculous.
Something crazy.
I'm sure I've got one upstairs somewhere.
That's cool that they just printed bonkers cards for people. I mean, that's like...
But they were balanced. They worked.
Yeah, but what I mean by that, it's not... One thing Netrunner does is reward, like, chefs that like building decks.
Yeah.
Because they just give so many ingredients for you to just cook up the craziest stuff. That's the one thing I always failed at. I like playing other people's decks to work out their brain.
Yeah.
To like how they work, but like building decks myself, I'm like,
I can't build decks.
But I'll play a deck and go, that's really cool what you've done here. I like this, and I'll tweak it how I prefer it. But right, let's start off then with. I'm gonna do a hot pursuit. So it's an event. It's a run.
So cost you 1.
Yeah.
Cost you 2. It's a run. Make a run on HQ.
Yeah.
If successful, gain 9.
Yeah, and I take a tag.
9.
9, and I take a tag.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, okay, cool. Home roads. I cannot get rid of that. Well, it is successful, so I do
It is
the
successful.
9, so I have the 9.
Yeah.
So yeah, cool. I will let you have that. So, I gave my 9.
Then you have a tag.
I have a tag. I have a tag, so I get a...
Oh yeah, the first time you get
First time. 5, 6.
If you didn't have any tags,
I have no tags.
you may install a connection resource from your grip, paying 2 less.
Yeah. I'm going to pay 2 less, and I'm going to put in... Largo Paranormal Shelter. So it's where Seb works. I'm going to put... Well, that's my thing. I'll put Seb here. So I've got a tag. So, the first time you send the corp installs a card in a root of a server, I may trash the top card of my stack to draw 1 card. And there's cards that, if trashed, I get
okay, and I can get rid of that by spending 2 money and trashing a card from my hand.
Yes, because it's a connection.
Yes.
Because of Seb. Normally it would just be 2 credits, but now it's 2 credits and a card.
Yeah.
Because of Seb. So, second action, I'm going to pay 2. I'm going to put in... Amunesis, which is Seb's console. So I get +1 RAM, and then when your turn ends, place 1 power counter on this hardware if you are tagged. Whenever you move 1 or more tags, you may remove 1 hosted power counter to draw 2 cards.
Nice.
So now I have to make a decision of whether I want to stay tagged or not, which is always scary, but we love it. Will you just get rid of Largo? Maybe. Cool. So I will run here. See what this is.
So your first action was that.
Yeah.
Second action was that.
No, that's part of this action.
That's part of that.
Because I didn't have a tag. I got a tag,
yes.
which allowed me to play a card.
Got it.
Reduce of 2 costs, which is a connection. This is a
okay.
connection. It's 2, so it's worth nothing, so it comes into play.
Yeah. So third action.
So my third action was to run here.
So there's no ice.
Yeah.
So you get there, but then I'm going to res it because it's Spin Doctor.
Cool. So you draw 2 cards.
So I draw 2 cards. And then what we're saying is that I can remove it from the game
Yes.
to shuffle those in. And
Yeah.
if I do that, the run is counted as not successful.
Yes. I have nothing that would make a run successful.
But I don't know why I wouldn't do that. I could leave it there, but it's
you
not.
could leave it and I would probably trash it. Or you could do it to put your digital life back in.
Oh, because I'm removing it from the game.
Yes, remove from the game. Or you could keep it there and I might not trash it. So you might want to leave it there in case the thing, but whether I trash it or not.
I think no, I'm going to leave it there because if I leave it there and you don't trash it,
Yeah.
I can do that at any time.
Yes, that's true.
Yeah.
I am 100% going to trash it. Cool. Then I am going to...
Best card game ever.
Well, yeah, I think so. I played a lot of card games.
I mean, I love Marvel Champions.
Champions is really good. I think that, like, For asymmetrical games like this,
then there is nothing better than Netrunner.
no, I agreed. And you know me.
You played a lot.
When one comes out, I buy it. Like, I really like Pagan. I think Pagan's awesome, but it's not Netrunner.
It's not Netrunner. Yeah.
And like the new one that's coming from some of the designers.
Yeah.
It looks good.
But it's not Netrunner.
It's not Netrunner.
Yeah.
It's like a slim down version of it, but it's not Netrunner.
Yeah.
And that's fine. It's okay to be in that space.
Other lesser games are available.
Yeah, other lesser games are available other than Netrunner, the absolute king of kings. And my last click will be to draw a card, and I'm going to float this tag.
Okay.
So then my turn, I do have a tag.
So at the end of when your turn ends, place a power counter on there if you are tagged.
Yeah.
And now if you remove a tag,
I can draw 2 cards.
you can get rid of that to draw 2 cards. Right.
Yeah.
Start off my turn. I'm
Yeah.
going to draw a card because I have to.
Because I don't know how fit takes cards, but I'm assuming there's no end of the line in there. So that's fine. That's what I'm hoping. But a satellite, I'm aware that a satellite laser could come down on my house at any time and do some stuff, but we'll see.
Okay. So 3 actions.
That success triggers first, which does matter with Seb if you're running manual. Yeah, manual, if I have a tag, I can see extra cards.
Okay. Right. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to spend my first action.
Yeah.
To install a card.
Cool. When you do that, I'm going to first time each turn the corp installs a card in the root of the server, which you have. I may trash a card to draw a card. So I'm going to trash a card.
Trash card.
So strike funds. I would gain 4 for 1, or when this event is trashed into your grip, I gain 2 money. So it's trashed, so I'm getting 2 money, and I draw a card. Sebbing, baby.
It's like cheating.
Yeah.
Right. I'm then going to read this.
Oh.
It's not Tranquility Home Grid.
Cool.
So now that it's rezzed, the first time each turn I install a card in the root of this server.
Yeah.
That wouldn't have self-applied, would it?
No, you've already done one now. So now, yeah, you would have to wait next turn.
Oh,
You've already done, right?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because that says for the first time each turn you install a card in the root of this server, gain 2 or draw 1 card. When you play it now, this is the first one you've done. So if you play another, it's not the first, right?
So I couldn't play it, res it, and get the 2 credits for playing it, is what we're saying.
No, but you played it last turn, so you're fine, right?
No, I've just played it now.
Oh, you just played it now. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, but you resed it last turn, though, right?
No.
Oh,
I've read it last action.
Oh, that's actually, but you played it, you installed it.
Just installed it.
Okay, that's fine.
Just installed it. Have we got that right? Let us know if we got
If
that.
you installed it last turn and then resed it now, it's fine because that would be the first card you play in this route.
Yeah.
But because that's the first
and the root
card,
is here.
yes, and because this is the first card you played.
Yeah.
So the next card will not go. Oh, you installed last turn. Yeah, you did install last turn.
But the first thing I did this turn, I used 1 action to install it.
Oh, right, okay.
And then I said I was going to res it because I thought I was going to get the 2
Right,
credits
okay.
for something else. But I didn't, so I probably wouldn't have resed it.
Okay.
So I'm now going to spend my second one to put that there.
Oh, right, okay, cool. Yeah, if you installed it last time it worked,
Yeah.
I am correct.
Yeah. 6.
What are you doing protecting it?
And
I should have trashed it.
what, when you saw it?
Yeah, but I've got Miss Bones in it, and it's 4, but I know it's how the deck works.
Miss Bones is really good.
It gives you so much value.
I am...
So you installed a card, you installed another card,
I did.
and you have one.
That's what I'm all about.
And you have 8 money left. So much money.
I'm going to install a card.
On
Okay,
HQ.
that's it. I am done.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5
8
cards in
money.
hand. 5 cards in hand. 8 money. But nothing protecting HQ.
So before, when you were able to put pressure on and hit, I had kind of little money, not too much. So you know what I install wasn't necessarily that big. Now, 8 money.
8 money's...
8 money and trying to do checks, like little cheeky pokes, is a lot more dangerous.
Yeah.
Because it could be a mic, which will destroy stuff. Yeah, it's dangerous. So, how's all about bioids, right? So, I can run early because I might have extra clicks to break stuff. Because that's what they're all about.
When the core set from Fantasy Flight came out, that's what all of the HBIs did.
Yeah. It was about spending extra clicks to get through. So if I want to do any running, I want to do running early. Necessarily against ads. That's fine. Okay, cool. So the first thing I'm going to do is get rid of this tag.
Okay.
So I'm going to pay 2.
Yeah. And you can remove the hosted power counter
And
to
I
draw
draw
2
2
cards. Nice.
Cool. Right, HQ's open, and how many cards on the hand?
It's fine.
5. There might be something in there, but a single hit into 5 cards is what? It kind of seems a bit of a waste.
Unless I've got 4 agendas in hand.
Unless you've got 4 agendas in hand, this is true. So that was my first. Okay, sorry, Paul. Just have a little thinking.
That's all right.
I will. That is probably just a keep out. That is maybe something maybe a little more dangerous. Let's just try this. So I'm going to pay 1. I'm going to try a raindrop cut stone.
This is your second click.
So this is my second click, and it's a 1.
Run any server. When a subroutine resolves during that run, including a subroutines that end the run, place a power counter on this event. When the run ends, draw a card for each hosted power counter and gain 3 credits.
Yeah.
It's quite nice.
It is pretty good. So if I hit it and I can't get through, then I get some money back because it is. But if you leave it, then I have to deal with it, basically.
So whenever a subroutine resolves,
Yeah.
you get a power counter on it.
Yeah.
And then at the end of the run, for each power counter,
Yeah.
you're going to get a card and 3 credits.
Yeah.
That's pretty amazing.
Let's draw 1 card for each hosted power counter and gain 3.
Oh,
so
right.
I gain a card for each one,
And
or I
3
gain
credits.
3 credits.
Well, and
I will,
3 credits.
yeah, and 3 credits. I won't gain.
It's not 2 cards and 6.
No, it's not 2 cards and 6 or 3 cards and 6. It's just extra cards and.
Sure. Not going to res it.
Yeah, that's fine. So I'm going to hit that and I'm going to get rid of it.
Okay.
Cool. So this is now gone. And this is now gone by gain 3 money.
Nope. Oh,
Yeah,
I see.
yeah. When this one ends, draw 1 card for each hosted power counter and gain 3 money.
Right, okay.
Yeah, because I get a hosted power counter for each subroutine that fires.
Yes.
And then when it ends, I remove those power. So, for example, if you red stat and 2 subroutines went off.
Yeah, I'd have written it the other way. I'd gain 3 money and... Oh, no, because then...
No, because they wouldn't be the thing. I think it's in the right order it is.
And also gain 3
Yeah,
money.
in this case, there was no power counters to remove.
Yeah.
So I just gained 3 money.
3 money. Okay.
Cool. So, I'm going to now pay 3.
And yes, Gustav's right. Yes. I should have not read that, but
Yeah.
I did it because I thought I was going to be able to get the 2 credits for it.
So I'm going to pay 3. And play a friend of a friend. So it's a connection.
Another connection.
Yeah. Seb, funny enough, is all about connections. Cool.
Click, trash, gain 5 and remove a tag. Click, trash, gain 9 and take a tag.
Yeah.
Use this ability only if you're not tagged. Okay.
Yeah. So I'm going to. I think I can safely float. I think I'm fine. So I'm going to gain 9.
So last action, last click, game 9, take a tag.
So 5.
And because you took a tag,
6, 7.
and you didn't have any tags,
9. Yeah.
you can install a connection at 2 less.
Yes, which I'm going to install another friend of a friend, but this time for 1. Because it's a reduced cost.
It's a friend of a friend of a friend.
A friend of a friend of a friend of a friend. Cool. So that goes there. I'm going to end my turn, and I have a tag, so I get a power turn.
Start my turn.
This is a fun deck. I like this.
God.
It's scary though. Like flowing tags, but it's fine. Here's solidarity badge out. Is what I need. Was it just too many games where you fell out of them? Just not be able to keep up with stuff?
When the FFG one came
Yeah.
out, I really, because they were releasing sets every month,
Yeah.
for the first year, I was really into it, but then I realised that I don't have the capacity every month to rethink and
relearn
go
and
back to it.
readapt. Well, that's what kept a lot of people engaged, right? They needed those cards to,
It was a lifestyle game, and
Yeah.
as much as I loved it, I just didn't have the time.
Yeah.
So I'm going to gain 3 actions.
Yeah.
I'm going to spend
You drew your card, right?
one of them. I did.
Yeah.
To
I am also running 59 cards.
I thought that deck looked quite big.
I trash a lot of cards.
Yeah.
Yeah, I go through, so yeah.
Okay, I am going to put upgrade
Yeah.
on HQ.
Oh, love that.
All right. Then, as my second, I'm going to sneak a little card into here. And then as my third, I'm going to take some credits from selling some DVDs.
Yeah, it's straight off Netrunner DB. It's the one that won Italian national or something. Yeah,
okay,
a while back. So yeah, shout out to that deck maker because it's a lot of fun. I played Seb when he first came out, and I really liked him. I just struggled to get him to work. And then when I went on DB and saw that someone's got him going, I was like, oh, cool.
Nice.
I can just see.
I mean, you've got lots of money.
I have lots of money. I need to start doing stuff with it. But
and I could have been trashing stuff, but I'm kind of happy to see how your deck's working. For
yeah. That's something as well. Like, I'm fine if you trash stuff because you have to get the cards. Oh, you did install the card.
You could have done that if you wanted
trash, which I will. So I'll trash card. Oh no, it's card I needed.
That's the danger, isn't it?
That is the danger, yeah.
Okay.
They're in the wrong order. Okay, cool. So, we'll start with 4 cards. So, how do I want to do this? Right, okay. Let's pay 2 money. And remove a tag. Remove a tag. Remove this.
Or 2 cards.
Cards. There you are. Hello, friends. Let's do this. So, I'm going to do, for my second, privileged access. So, 0. Play only if you're not tagged. I'm not tagged. Run archives. If successful, instead of breaching archives, take 1 tag. I'm going to take a tag.
When you take a tag?
When I take a tag, I do this. I believe this triggers first.
Yeah.
So, I have to play a thing. So, I'm going to play Anoera's Crew. I'll explain what that does in a second because it's important. And then when I take a tag with this event, you may install 1 resource from your heap, paying 2 less. This is my heap, isn't it?
Yep.
So I'm going to then install Saska, my friend.
So many resources.
That's why it wants you to trash stuff as well because
You
you
can
use
trash the cards
access
and you
to.
can get that together.
Yeah. Cool. That is that done. And if it has free threat, I can also install program.
That means if either one of us has 3 agenda.
Yes.
Yeah. And then you access archives. Look.
Yeah.
There you go.
I don't access archives.
Oh, is that
instead
instead?
of accessing archives, I get this.
Okay.
So I played that for no money. That's fine. I pay that back, which is reduced the cost by 2, right?
Right. So what does all your new shenanigans?
So new shenanigans. This same as it was, the same as the one. Right. We'll do Task Trail first. So they are, when my turn begins, I may choose a server. During the first encounter, each turn with a piece of ice protecting the chosen server, each subroutine does 1 net damage instead.
Okay.
So whatever it is there,
changes
each
it.
subroutine would just be net damage, net damage, net
Nice.
damage.
Okay.
That's it. Which then allows me to be a little bit more...
Yeah. And what about the...
Oh yeah, it's very screw. So I take 1 tag, and then the ice you encounter gets -2 strength for the remainder of this encounter. Uses ability only once per turn. So basically, I take a tag, and ice gets -2 to its strength. If its strength is 0, I can pay 2 money and trash it, and trash that ice.
Okay. Nice.
So there's something in there called Devil Charm, which will reduce the strength by 6. So I trash Devil Charm, reduce it by 6,
And then
try and use that to get rid of it.
Trashing ice.
And then use privileged access to bring back crew. I
Right.
assume is what that wants to do.
Okay.
Now my brain is linking those.
Cool.
But I have a icebreaker in here, and that's it.
1.
1. And the rest is through cards and sneaking
Okay.
through and trying to do stuff. So this deck needs a lot to pilot. I will probably pilot it badly, so I'm sorry the internet. I just wanted to check it out and see what it was doing. So, okay, cool. So that's my second click. I've done all that nonsense. We're fine. So, for my thirds, I have a tag now. So, I'm going to, for my thirds, pay 1. Play a card called The Price. I'm going to trash the 4 cards on my stack. You may install one of those cards paying 3 less.
Oh, yeah, but you don't
So,
mind trashing cards.
no. Trash, trash, trash. 4. So,
4 cards.
1 more. Cool. So, Steel Skin Scarring. Draw 3 cards, or when this is trashed, I draw 2 cards. So, this gets trashed, so I draw 2 cards.
So that has been trashed.
Yes.
So you draw 2
So, I
cards.
draw 2 cards. And then I can store one of these cards. So, I'm going to... Hannah is cool. I think I am going to... Okay. I'm going to store a Hannah, I think. Yeah.
Okay. What does she do?
So, she's resource. I play 1 click to gain a click and run a remote server. When that run ends, if it was unsuccessful, take 1 tag. So basically, it's a run.
Yeah.
Basically a free run on a remote server. But if it's unsuccessful,
You get a tag.
yeah.
Yeah. Or
I can play 1, I gain 2 clicks, and I remove a tag.
and trash the card.
Right.
Right.
Trash card.
Okay.
This is just a fancy one I picked up at the Bristol event. Right, last one. This might be silly, but let's just try it. So I'm going to pay 1. Do another raindrops on here. So when any server, subroutines go off.
Now
Okay,
remind me, you
counters.
can change these subroutines to net damage. is
No,
that right?
at the start of my turn, I have to change it to.
Okay.
So at the moment, it
What
is
can
wherever
you do?
it is.
You can take a tag to reduce the strength by 2,
Yes.
and then if it goes to 0, you can spend 2 credits
Yes.
to trash it.
I can do that. but no subroutine would go off though.
Because
They wouldn't hit, right? Because I would hit it, then decide to do the strength, trash the ice, and I wouldn't be encountering the ice.
right, yeah.
So I wouldn't be getting any benefits from the.
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to spend 3 credits. It's a drifter. Sorry, a drafter.
Draft is called.
Drafter.
That's the same one I had. So yeah.
Yes. So
Cool.
first subroutine hits.
Yeah.
I can add a card from archives to HQ.
Yeah. Tranquility Grid maybe.
Very probably.
So this gets a counter.
Yep. And then I may install a card from archives or HQ, ignoring all costs.
Yeah. Spin Doctor removed from the game.
No, because
I trashed it. So
Didn't
you
play
can, yeah, so you can bring that back as well.
well, I could have installed that in. You could have brought that back instead.
Well, you can install from archives or HQ.
Oh, I can install from archives or HQ.
Yeah,
Okay,
so you
I've
can
got the
store
card
any.
back.
Yeah, so you drew a card back into your hand.
Yeah.
And then you can
Okay.
play
yeah,
a Spin Doctor or play something from your
Yeah,
hand.
we'll have that. So I'll
Yeah.
install that.
So that is an upgrade then. Okay, cool.
No, it's not. Right.
So
I
if you
can't put
install that there,
Yeah.
it would get rid of it if it's an asset.
Yeah.
So you want to install
in
it in a new.
So I'm going to install that
Yeah.
there.
Uh-huh.
Right. Okay.
Cool. So that's
And
all
you
done.
and you get another power counter.
Yeah.
And now you get through.
Yeah. So
And
I'm
it's your-
successful. So
your
draw
last
2
chance to
cards.
jack out,
Yeah, which I'm not going to.
if it's indeed calling jacking out.
Yeah.
And then I get a chance to res it.
Yeah. So draw 2 cards.
I mean, I'll res it.
At the end of the run, when the run ends, so it hasn't ended yet.
Yeah.
So we're still
So
going.
I'll res it because it's free.
Right. Okay. Cool. I'm going to pay one to get rid of that.
And then the run ends.
Yeah.
And you get 3 credits and 2 cards.
Yes.
Okay.
So draw 2 cards. Cool, and then 3 credits. I always struggle adding applying pressure. Cool. Sweet. Now it's yours. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I've got to get rid of cards. I'll get rid of this.
Start my turn. I will draw a card.
First time each turn, the corp installs a card in the root of a server. So technically, I can do that on my turns.
Because I installed a card in the root of a server on your turn. So yeah, you get
Yeah, cool. But yeah, I will do it. It's fine. Yeah, because it's you, mate.
You can
so
if
I
you
won't
want.
remember the trick. No, it's okay. It's fine.
Okay.
It'll probably be something I wanted anyway. And I drew the cards because I would have had. It would have been one of the cards I drew.
Right.
So I drew the extra cards with.
Okay. I'm going to res Spin Doctor.
Cool. You draw 2 cards.
Right. Okay. So. Right, my first action is to spend 2 to play Digital Life.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it's a net gain of 5.
Hell yeah.
It's a cheap hedge fund.
It's yeah.
Oh no, hedge fund's only 4, isn't it?
Hedge
5
fund
to
is only
9.
4, 5 to 9. But obviously you get all the extra cards. But if you had a Rashida as well,
Mm-hmm.
the
Yeah,
extra
that would have been amazing.
it would have been nice.
I'm going to install the second piece of ice on this server, which costs me 1. So I've installed the card. Oh no, it's installed in the card. In the root of
In the root server, you haven't installed anything in the root
yet.
yet. I assume something is coming. Oh, I floated a tag, so this gets patched. I have a tag on me.
I've installed the card in a root of the server.
I will do this now. I will trash. That's fine. I don't need that friend anymore. I'll draw cards.
That's me done.
Yeah. What is in there? Right. So, start a turn. I have to choose a server. So I'm going to choose this remote server one.
So what you've chosen that server.
So
during the first encounter, each turn. Why does it say each turn?
During the first encounter, each turn with a piece of ice protecting the chosen server. When
I'm not sure why it says
during
each
the
turn.
first encounter, each turn. Yeah, I don't know why each turn either. With a piece of ice protecting the chosen server. Whenever the court would resolve a subroutine, instead they resolve do undead damage.
First encounter with a piece of ice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Right. So the first thing I'm going to do is
Chat's gone quiet.
it has gone
Hopefully
quiet.
you're still here.
Hopefully it's good. And our brief moments of silence isn't too boring. As we think incredibly hard on what to do. So, first action, pay T. I'm going to put a bottleless on here.
Oh, you're installing a virus, are you?
Yeah.
Install only on a piece of ice. If the host ice is uninstalled, the program is trashed. When you install this program and when your turn begins, put a virus counter on it, and you can use that virus counter to break a subroutine on the ice.
Yeah.
Okay. And I can skip all 3 actions to remove the purge virus.
Yes, to purge viruses if you want to.
Yeah, it does that.
Which is fine. No, because malvirus is in the game, so you don't
Oh,
have to.
okay, right.
Malvirus is just hit it purges all viruses.
Oh, okay.
And most decks tend to have a malvirus.
Okay.
Depending on what's going on. But yeah, malvirus is just hit. And also, it also hit from your archives. So if it's in your archive,
Oh, right.
you can't get cheeky ones on archives anymore.
Okay.
Because that's why the turtle does, the
Right.
program. Because when it hits archive, when it hits somewhere,
Yeah.
instead of looking at any cards, you can put something on it.
Okay.
So yeah,
Okay.
you got to be careful with the malvirus. Sweet. So second act, click. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna pay 2. Get rid of this tag. Draw 2 cards.
From the...
From this,
Yes.
Cool. Then for my third action, we're gonna run here.
So remind me what's going on. You've got this.
Yep.
Which means the first piece of ice you encounter,
Yep.
the subroutines deal 1 net damage.
Yes.
And then this one, you can break one of those by spending that.
Yes.
You've also got that, where you can reduce the strength of an ice by 2.
Yes.
You've no icebreakers out.
I have no icebreakers out. And you have lots of money.
Okay, I'm going to res... No. Res. Yeah. I'm going to res Gatekeeper.
Still entertained with a smiley face. That's good.
So it's got +6 because I resed it this turn.
Oh, it's a gatekeeper.
It's a
We never get
gatekeeper.
gatekeeper.
Yo, Gatekeeper.
Yo, so I basically take 1 net damage, take 1 net damage.
Yeah. Ouch. Zap.
Cool.
And zap. Okay.
Cool.
Do you want to check out, or are you happy
No,
carrying
I'm
on?
all happy. So I'm going
Do you
to
want to use
remove
that?
this and then get rid of you. You may add a card from archives to HQ. I'll allow that, but won't allow
Not
you
the
to install.
Okay, so I'm going to add a card. Let's put Rashida back because she's totally broken.
Yeah.
How that card ever got printed,
I don't know.
I do not know.
It basically completely, talking to other players, it completely changed
It's
the
3
design space.
Every corp deck has
Yeah,
3 of them
it's
in
3 of them in it, and that's basically it. It
Nonsense.
is crazy. So I hit this.
Well, you got one last chance.
I was like, no, fine, thank you.
Do I want to res it? I do not want to res it.
Oh, let's try and create it again.
Do you want to trash it?
Oh, I see, because you're just going to keep getting it back. Fascinating. Fascinating. Yeah, I'm gonna get rid of it because I feel that's what your deck is trying to do. Cool. Then I'm going to 4-click do this. So I'm going to gain 9.
And a tag.
And attack. So I gain 9 money. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Money. Tag.
And a tag when you didn't have a tag.
Yes,
so
I do
that
not have
triggers.
it. Sure does. Means I'm going to play this. So I'm going to play Mercs. So when you install Mercs, take a tag, so take another tag. 2 tags. Cool. And then 3 power counters on this. 1, 2, 3. I'm definitely not reading this for the first time. And then add 1 additional power count for each tag you have.
So another 2.
Yeah. The corp cannot trash Mercs while there was another resource installed. And, I prevent 1 meat damage. So I can remove these to prevent meat damage.
Okay.
So it's just a way to...
Yeah, you've got physical protection.
Yeah, so I've got basically 5 Mercs that can jump in the way of 7.
Yeah.
I've hired some Mercs outside my care centre, shelter, to make sure you can't do...
And that was your 4th
stuff. That was my 4th. I'm floating a tag, so I get that.
Yep.
And I believe I only get 1. Definitely gets for each tag, right? When you enter and place 1 power count on this hardware if you are attacked. I am attacked.
Okay, my turn.
Yes.
Turn. Let's get a card. Okay.
Right, okay. I gotta do some Netrunner math. How many cards are in here? So, 3 cards are in here. How many cards in the hand?
7.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
You're doing some percentages.
Yeah.
Number of agenda cards in a standard deck?
Is what? 45?
6.
46, I guess, right?
6
Yeah.
cards.
Yeah. So it's for every 6 or 7 cards should be an agenda, right? It's generally the...
Yeah.
It's generally the average math
Yeah.
that I was always taught, I think, like 6 or 7. So there should be 2 agendas somewhere.
Yeah, but I took all of the agendas out. Of
Yes. Oh, okay, cool. So this is a cool new agenda.
I figured if I didn't have any agendas, I wouldn't be able to lose.
Oh, I love that. That's good. That's really cool. I love that for you.
We are playing an agendaless board. Okay.
Yeah. Fitz is right. You mentioned it a few times, but don't remember you can just start getting rid of...
I know. Yeah. I can, but anything that's a connection, I have to discard a card to use.
Yes.
But I'm considering that, and that one can't be trashed.
No, because I have other things.
Yeah. I need to work out which one of those.
This is going to allow me a lot of access. This is how the deck works.
Yeah.
Because it then it's going through.
I mean, I quite like dealing you a little bit of net damage here and there, but the problem is it turns that end the run into net damage.
Yes.
That's the bit I don't enjoy.
This will basically let me through places.
Yeah. Oh, hello, Loki.
Hello,
Is it
Loki.
4 o'clock? No, it's 3 o'clock piddles. Yeah, 4 o'clock piddles time.
God,
Come on, Loki. Come here, we're playing Netrunner.
we're doing it.
Now, we did teach you how to play Netrunner.
Yeah.
Didn't work though, did it?
You won World Cats, didn't you, Loki? You won the Cats Championship. Information as well. I've got 2 caches in my bin.
Okay.
And you've got 3 clicks, right?
I do.
Bloop, 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 bloop.
And there's a virus there, but there's nothing on it. And it'll be, but when your turn begins, that's going to get a virus on there. Going to get a counter on there.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. We're okay with it.
I just didn't want you doing my trick I did of replacing stuff, just in case it was an agenda. But
Okay, so I had some super special thing,
Yes.
which I now can't find.
Stop pissing.
There.
Have a sip of diesel.
Yeah, I mean, that's good. It's very good. Right, okay.
Oh. You're gone.
It's getting advice.
It is. Fix is working both sides. Happening. They don't even have my number. They just got it.
So, remind myself what I've got there. Oh, yes.
Ooh.
Okay, that's interesting. Right, okay, so. My first action,
Yeah.
I'm going to spend 2 credits. Another piece of ice there.
So much ice. You only have 5 monies now.
I have 5 money.
5 money. I love that.
My second action
Yep.
is that I am going to put a card in there, and my third action is I'm going to take a credit.
That's cool. We like that. So, start my turn. This gets...
What's going on? That gets a power counter.
That gets power counter. And that's it. That's all we have to worry about. I now have to choose a server.
Choose a server.
So I'm going to choose this.
Okay, so this server, the first piece of ice you encounter, the subroutines do 1 net damage. Right, okay.
So, as a click, I'm going to spend this. I'm going to trash it. Yeah, I'm going to trash it.
Spend 1 click to gain 2 clicks.
Yeah, and then I remove attack.
Remove attack.
And remove attack.
And you've now got 5. And when you remove attack, you draw 2 cards.
Yeah. I'm basically back up to 4 actions,
Right,
right?
you got 5.
All right, yeah.
Because you spend 1, you gain 2. So you got 5 more clicks.
Yeah.
You draw 2 cards, and that's gone.
Yeah. Draw 2 cards. 1. Okay.
And Hannah's in the bin.
Hannah is in the bin. Goodbye, Hannah. You were good to me. Spend this action to get rid of attack. So I'm going to privilege access. I'm not tagged.
You are not tagged.
So I'm going to run archives.
Okay.
So I hit archives. I take attack. So I take a tag.
Instead of breaching archives, take a tag. Because you took a tag,
I get to play. So I'm going to play manual. We'll read what he does in a second.
Mm-hmm. For free because it's reduced by 2.
Yes. Then I'm going to take Hannah for my bin.
When you take a tag with this event, you may install a resource from your heap.
Yeah.
Paying 2 less.
So I'm going to install Hannah back.
Yeah.
I'm going to give her a call and go like, hey, I need you.
She's like, you just ditched me.
Yeah.
And now you're having me back.
Yeah. Then I'm going to spend a click.
So your first click was that.
Yes.
Yeah.
I got 5 back, right?
Yeah.
So now I'm going to spend a click to get rid of Hannah. Which then removes this.
She's very confused.
And gain 2 clicks back, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So now I'm back up to 5 again.
Well, you still got 5?
Still got 5.
Yeah. You did spend 1 click to remove a tag. So you had 4.
Yes.
So you had 4.
Yeah.
You used Hannah to get to 5.
Yeah.
You used
1 to tag.
And
Yeah,
then
and
another
1 to play privilege.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
and then
2 back.
2
No.
back.
1
No.
to play privileged.
Yeah.
So you're on 3. You
So let's
installed
put it again.
Hannah,
So I start with
and,
4.
I think you should be on 4.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
So I start with 4. Hannah was already out to begin with.
Hannah was already out. So you had 4.
Yeah. I Paid 1 to get rid of a tag.
Well, the first thing you did was to use Hannah.
Yes, because I had a tag on. Yeah.
So you used 1 to get rid of Hannah, which 5.
Just use that.
You then spent 1 to get rid of tag 4.
Yeah.
You then spent 1 to do the privileged access.
Which then brought back Hannah.
And then you used 1 to gain 2. So you should be on 4.
Yeah, so so use 1, gain back 2.
Yeah, that's good.
Cool. And I'm tagless once more.
Yeah. Gustav says he's got a complete set of the FFG line. Yeah. I mean, you can still play with them.
Yeah.
There's nothing to stop you playing with them.
It's different format, so they're doing Eternal as well, no signal.
They've
got someone that's putting some work into Eternal, trying to work out the format and stuff. So I believe there's someone pretty much on each.
But these are mostly new. There are a few of the FFG cards in here because this is the current standard format. But give it another few weeks.
Yeah, I think it's good.
All of the FFG
Talking about a few weeks, this card is getting banned.
So that's one that's currently legal.
Yes.
But it's going to get banned.
So at the moment it's fine.
Yeah.
But once some card pools roll out, it basically gives you too much value.
It's too good.
It's too good. It's just too much value. So as a additional cost to play this event, I trash 3 cards. So 1, 2.
From your grip.
From my grip.
Yeah.
Oh. You want to give that a shuffle? You want to welcome
shuffle? Did you want to play it?
Did I want to play it? That's true. I do not want to play that yet.
Okay.
But yeah, it's good. Cool. Let's just do some stuff, I guess. Let's pay 1 for the price. So try to stop 4 cards in my deck. 2, 3, 4. I can install one of those for 3 less.
Any of those?
Yeah.
No. Do any of those trigger when you trash them?
No.
Okay.
So I get a misbounce.
12, nice little counter level.
12 months.
Interesting. It's it's credits, not power counters, because it's use those credits to trash cards.
Yeah. Cool. Now I'll draw cards. One here.
As your penultimate action?
Yeah.
I mean, I've got 6 money. And I'm going to spend 4 of it.
Oh my god, a big boy.
Hagen. This ice gets -1 strength for each installed icebreaker. You have no icebreakers, so it's 6 strength.
Cool.
But it's the first piece of ice encountered, so
I just trashed it.
It's 2 net damage. Moshing and Leech.
Cool.
Okay. Do you want to carry on?
Yes.
So you get to Gatekeeper.
Yeah. So I'm going to take a tag.
And you don't need to reduce its strength.
No. So so I don't need to actually take a tag.
No.
I don't want to take a tag. So I'm just gonna trash it. So spend 2 money.
So you spend 2 money, you trash that.
Yes.
And this is trashed.
Yeah.
Right, do you want to carry on?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm gonna pay the 1 to break Tranquility Grids back in there. Yeah, I'll pay the 1 so you can take a card from your archives into HQ, but you can't store a card.
I'll take Tranquility Grid back into hand again.
I love that.
Right, do you want to jack out? Or
no, I'm fine.
You're happy accessing?
Yeah. I'll pay a 1. Where
We've been
are
here
cards? Where are cards, B?
One action left.
Where do cards be? I do have one action left, and that action will be to. Oh, there's a reason to take attack, but it doesn't matter. Right, so whenever I reach HQRD while you're attacked, I access one additional card. Threat free is an additional cost to trash this. Basically, at threat free, it gets harder to trash stuff. So there is a reason why I would take attack from that. I would just reduce the cost to minus.
Yeah.
I can do that, right? So I am going to do that. So I would take attack. And then my last hit, I would try to run.
HQ?
Yeah.
So I'm going to res this. It's an upgrade.
Yeah.
Cost 2. I am now
That works, right?
Yeah. So when you approach this server, the run is over.
Yeah.
Unless you spend 2 clicks or 5 credits.
I do have 5
You
credits.
do have 5 credits. Do you want to see 2 lovely cards?
I do want to see 2 lovely cards.
It
You
would
know
be
what?
2
I'm going to
cards.
do that.
Okay.
I want this one.
Mm-hmm.
I would like this.
Mm-hmm.
It's a big deal.
It's a big deal.
It's a big deal.
a very
right
big deal.
Where are these cards?
Where are my agendas?
Where are they?
Where are my agendas?
Where are the agendas?
I put one there.
Okay, cool. I love that. I love that for you. I will. Oh, I have these to trash. So I'll play the 6 and trash the big deal and
So big deal is trashed.
Scumworks is trashed as well.
Skunkworks is trashed. I mean, so here's a rules question.
Yeah.
I have a Skunkworks here.
Yeah.
It's unique.
Yes.
So
You can play it face down.
yeah.
Yeah.
But then if it gets revealed, I can't have both of them in play.
No.
So how does that work?
I believe you choose one to keep in play,
Okay.
and the other goes.
Okay.
Or you can't res it at all. You just wouldn't be able to res it.
Yeah.
So I
Rules
can,
question.
I believe I can interact with it, but you can't res it. Maybe it's locked out.
Let us know what happens. Miss
Or
Bones
install
only works
card.
with install card.
Keep
Oh,
it back, maybe.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
less good than I thought.
Yeah.
We didn't accidentally cheat in the last.
No, I don't believe we did.
Okay.
I think we played exactly right.
So yeah, rules question about the upgrade, the unique upgrades. Can you? I mean, you've got to be able to install them face down because there's no check.
Yeah, you can install it face down because you can install multiple spin doctors.
Even
you
though
can
it's
put-
unique card.
Yeah, because you can
As soon
put.
as you res another unique card, you trash the previous one.
Yeah.
Okay, so you can't choose.
So you can
It trashes the previous.
res a spin, play multiple spin doctors down, res a spin doctor, draw 2 cards.
Yeah.
Then you can trash one spin doctor
To res
to
the-
shuffle
then res
cards
the-
back in, and then res the other one if you wanted to draw 2, and like you can do
So
that.
you can res it, but it gets rid of the previous.
Right. Okay. Cool.
Okay. Gosh, we all done?
Yes, I'm floating in a tag, so I get power card.
Okay, start my turn.
Yeah.
I'm going to draw a card. Okie dokie. Right. So, what are we going to play?
I should have 1 money.
I got no money,
I only have 1. So
and I have 7 cards in hand. That's not good. That's not good at all.
you got a decent
So-
server here, then.
Yeah. So we're going to put something in that server, and then I'm going to take 2 credits.
I can break it because of Tash, but yeah.
Okay. Kind of hoping your credit gaining engine is going to fizzle out, maybe, at some point.
Yeah, I think.
I mean, you've gone through half of your cards, almost.
Yeah, and I haven't really achieved anything.
No, exactly.
I think that's
I've
the thing.
tempted you in here
Yeah.
multiple times. And it has cost you each time.
Yeah, but I think at the moment there might just not be any agendas.
Mm.
There might be something in your hands, maybe, or there's just on their head. So now I want to go here and here, right?
Yeah.
So I got the tag and I'm seeing 2 cards.
Yeah.
So I just want to focus on this instead and see where we go. How many clicks have you done? Just the 1.
Hmm?
How many have you spent? You spent all 3 this time.
Oh, yeah. You should
Oh, okay, cool.
I installed them, took 2.
Oh, okay, cool.
So when you said you were going to come in here, I thought that was your first.
No,
you were just
yeah. I was just talking out
Generically
loud.
saying,
Generically saying.
okay, well, you shall go.
Thank you very much. So I'm going to choose this server
Yep.
for Tash. Okay, so I'm gonna pay 1 and gain 4 money.
Strike fund. Gain 4. Okay, 1 for 4.
One to draw cards. These should be here, I think. Now why?
They were the ones that you laid out.
Yes.
Yeah.
Cool. This should have a virus token.
Oh, yeah.
I'll clear a tag.
Which gets you 2 cards.
No, I don't want to clear a tag
No.
yet, though. I want it for the extra ones. This is a timing issue.
Oh, yeah.
So I will run on here and risk it.
Okay. I'm going to remove Spin Doctor from the game.
Yeah.
Reduce the chance
Yes,
of
the
you
chance of
hitting
me
it.
getting stuff. Yeah.
I'm
Like
going to
that.
shuffle back in Rashida Jahim.
Yeah.
And your digital life.
Nice.
Right, let's get those agendas to the bottom.
Yeah, let's do it. I believe in it. Oh, your ID only triggers when you score agenda.
What?
They're just making a joke
Oh,
that
right,
you have
yeah,
to be
yeah.
able to score anything.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
yeah.
Right,
Because
off
you
you go.
do, because your hand size goes up again, doesn't it? Once you score agendas.
No, I can add a card from archive.
Oh, right, yeah. You've been doing that easy because of the drafter. Are you reading this?
Oh, yeah. No.
No. Cool. So I hit here. Yeah. So.
Well, you
play
access
one.
both cards first, don't you?
Yes. Cool. So I'm going to play click and 2 money and access.
And liberate it or steal it.
Steal it.
Right. 3-point agenda.
Yeah.
There you go. I do have agendas.
You do have agendas. This is an absolute pain. So you have to have a click and you have to have 2 money.
Which you did.
Which I did.
Yeah.
Planned. It wasn't planned. That was accidental. I
But you're done.
I am now officially done. And I have a tag. So this gets this. I haven't removed the tag yet.
I'm going to draw a card.
Yeah.
Now you've seen that.
Yeah.
I'm going to get 3 of these lovely actions.
It was a magnet, everyone. Just so you know. Which is annoying because that magnet can take away my boxless. Yeah. And then make it useless.
Yeah. Well, I'm a bit short on money. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. Let's install a card.
Yeah.
Take 2 money.
I love that.
Done.
Cool. Let's get another virus token.
Yeah.
Skunkworks is a problem. I don't like it. It's 2 clicks, isn't it?
2 clicks or 5 credits.
So much. It's so much, Paul. You're asking too much of me. Tash is going to choose this.
Yeah.
Then I will start my turn. So, I am going to draw for the turn. Oh. Few seconds. Just need to check to see how many privileged accesses I have left. 1.
Oh, technically you access one card at a time. Okay.
Okay, cool.
I thought it was access the cards and then.
No, I thought
which
it was at the time because then I have to make a decision because if the second one was another Ikawa, right?
Right.
I would have to, if I pass up on that one from
Yeah.
or whatever, but because I could see something, trash it for 2, and then not have the money for Ikawa.
Right. Okay.
Sure enough, card. Let's run here. Why are you looking at that stuff?
Because
Why
there's,
are you
there's,
looking at,
there's stuff.
why are you looking at that, friend?
It's another drafter.
Oh, so that just becomes
Net damage. Net damage.
net damage. Net damage.
Turtle's gone.
Turtle. Cool. I
Makes
decided to be risky. Yeah, I get 2 accesses. So first one, score that. And then, yeah, next one. Yeah, I'll get rid of that.
Okay.
Then I'm going to, for my last one, just go crazy. Because whenever I reach HQ.
During the first encounter.
Yeah, so now it's just open, but so you get to take 1 card from HQ into your hand.
Well, no,
And
it's
store
still the
cards.
same.
No, because it's the first
Oh,
encounter.
the first
done
encounter
the first
each
encounter.
turn.
Now it's draft.
Right.
Back to just being a regular draft now.
Okay.
But this isn't one time. This is just every time.
That's whenever.
Whenever. So
Yeah.
basically, I get 2 free new breaches.
So I'm going to add a card
everything
from,
on top.
from Archives to HQ.
Yeah.
So I will take your digital life back.
Yeah.
And then I can install a card from Archives
Yeah.
or HQ, ignoring
There might
all
be
costs.
also there might be a reason why you're not seeing that many agendas in this deck because I think Fit's built it with 3 of these, which is
Right.
9 and everything else. So the whole deck is about being slow.
So I can
maybe.
install this at no cost.
Yes.
So it's ignoring all costs.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So that just goes there.
Okay. But then,
I hit and see 2 cards. Nope. And nope.
any trashy?
No trashy. And yours.
Away with it.
You did get away with it. But I think that was the right thing to do.
It was. Yeah, I think so. I go?
Yeah.
Start my turn.
Yeah.
And res that
Spin Doctor.
to draw 2 cards.
Yeah.
And I'm going to draw a card at the start of my turn.
Yeah. This floating tag stuff is scary. It makes me feel nervous.
Right, my first action is I'm going to take a credit.
Mm-hmm.
My second action is I'm going to spend 2 credits to play your digital life.
Yeah.
Okay.
Again. So much money.
9.
9.
Except I now have 1 action left and 9 cards in hand. But that's fine.
Yeah.
We're all good.
I need to now know how many cards. How many cards? What was that card again? It was a what? Because it came from your bin, didn't it? Or did it
This.
come from your hand.
This
It came from your bin.
This
And it was
the
a gatekeeper. Of course, I know it's a gatekeeper. And you drew 2 extra cards, so this is a fresh deck
Yeah.
of could be anything.
Yeah, there's 3 cards that have gone from here since
Yeah.
since you looked.
So I have to take a credit for Ikawa, just in case. Give us an Ikawa.
I've got 1 out. I've got 1 action left.
Oh, you got 1 action.
I got
left.
1 action.
In that case, I don't have to do anything. I just have to be quiet. And I've gone back to my silence box. And in my bin.
And I am going to spend 2 credits. Put this on here.
Yeah. There's probably nothing in hand.
Here's your turn.
Yeah, thank you.
And that's it. That's me done.
Cool. Right, I get 4 creds. 4 clicks.
And a power counter on
And a
here.
power counter on there. Power.
Oh, I have to discard down. I've
Yeah,
got
you
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I've got 8 cards in hand.
Nice. Power counter
I
on
am going
there.
to put that one there. I have 7 cards in hand.
Cool. You've got a spin doctor, so that's probably an agenda.
Put that one. So
That might be another agenda. So there could be 2 there, hit that, you just spin doctor and back in. Interesting. So, let's talk through some stuff, because chat will like that. And it could be complete nonsense. So, where do I win? I win if I get a card from hand. It could be an Ikawa, so I have to make sure to be safe and protect my run economy that I have on more money. So I need 2 money, just in case it's an Ikawa. It doesn't matter what it is, if I score it, I win.
yeah.
I know that this is a gatekeeper that is going to keep me out, because I don't have an escrow screw. And if you res it, it becomes +6 strength anyway.
Yeah.
There is no agenda in there, because obviously that's an asset.
That's an
You can only
asset.
have
So
one.
you know that's
So,
an upgrade.
Yeah. I know that you might have drawn a card that was an agenda, and you've thrown away 2 of them. That could be possibly here because of the spin doctor.
Mm-hmm.
So I could hit here, spend 3 clicks to see 2 cards, and one of my clicks would have to be a money just in case. Or I can try to get momentum and play the game again and see. Clear, take a click, clear this, draw 2 cards, try to build up. But I can get rid of that Skunkworks. So technically I can see another 2 cards as well. Because I can pay 3 from this and get rid of it. But the first click would have to be to get money. Because of the Ikawa. So. Spend 1, get a credit.
Yeah.
Hit here.
So second click, run
Yeah.
HQ. Okay, do you want to pay 5 credits or spend 2 clicks?
I'll spend 2 clicks. Is it 2 clicks and 5 money, or one or the
It's
other?
2 clicks or 5 money.
I'll spend 2.
So you don't have any clicks left.
No. And then I will pay 3.
Well, you access that and these.
Yeah. So I access this. So I get rid of that with Miss Bones. And I
Yeah.
pay the 3. And I access 2 cards because I have a Manuel. That's the one I saw.
It's a big deal.
It is a big deal, but I cannot do
Can't
anything
trust
with
that.
No. That is my go done though.
Yeah. Okay.
I said I now don't think there was anything in your hand, but we'll see.
I'm going to draw a card.
Yeah.
And I'm going to get myself 3 of these lovely actions.
Yeah.
And so this has gone. So
Skunkworks is gone, which is another thing. Red level clearance. What's that?
card. Good card. Like it.
Just reading the chat.
Yeah. I mean, it says that seems really good. That seems very, very good.
What, red level clearance?
Well, I can gain 2. I can spend 1 action to gain 2.
Yeah.
That's crazy powerful for the core. Yeah. So I think I just need to work this out in my head.
Yeah, no, I did a full turn of thinking, so you do as much as you want, Paul. I'll talk about animation for a bit. Animation's coming out 24th of April.
I think this works.
Yeah. Oh.
Right. I'm gonna do it. Right. So I'm gonna remove the Spin Doctor from the game.
Yeah.
To shuffle those two cards back into R&D. It might be.
Unless you have another Spin Doctor.
Right, so that was my thing. Then I'm also going to res Tranquility Home Grid.
Yeah. And now you start playing cards.
And now I'm going to start playing
getting
cards.
value.
So I'm going to spend 3 money.
Yeah.
And 1 action to play Greasing the Palm.
Yes.
So I get 5.
Yeah.
I can install a card from HQ.
Yeah.
So I'm installing a card into the root of the server.
Yeah.
Which means
for the first time.
That triggers.
Yes.
And I get 2 money, or I draw a card.
So I will trash a card and draw a card.
I'm going to have 2 money.
So I trash this, draw a card.
You may remove a tag to place an advancement counter on that card. I will remove a tag to place an advancement counter on the card.
Oh no!
But do you need to be tagged?
No. I would like to be tagged, but you might be able to score things now.
Okay, right. Then I spend 1 of those and 1 of those to play red level clearance.
Yeah.
Now this seems just really good because I can resolve 2 of the following in any order, and 1 of them is gain an action.
Yeah.
So I gain 2 actions. Doesn't say different.
Resolve 2 of the following in any order. Draw 2 cards, gain 2, install 1 non-agenda command, or gain 2. Yeah.
Can they be different? Fix is saying no. Okay, they can't. Oh. Resolve 2 of the following. I guess they must be different.
Oh, okay,
they must be different.
So you gain 1.
Right, in which case I'll gain 1 and now it doesn't work.
Yeah.
I will now install a non-agenda card from HQ.
Yeah. Paying 2, right?
Paying 2.
Yeah.
Okay, so they have to be different.
Yeah.
Right. But I've still got 2 left.
Yes.
I am going to spend 1 to put an advancement counter on that.
Yeah.
And I'm going to take a credit.
Cool. There's an ick or what? So I need 2 monies and 1 click to do it. That's a gatekeeper, so that's keeping me out. That is, I don't know. The first thing I hit is thing, which then I hit this, which means I'm getting end of the run anyway. Trash one is a program I don't care about because I don't have any programs.
You do?
Oh, I do have a program,
Yeah.
so you can get rid of that. That is true.
Well, as long as it's not a decoder, fractor, or killer. It's not, it's a virus.
Yeah. I don't have a tag anymore, so I can't draw cards with this.
And also, that's not as powerful as it was.
No, because I'm now only seeing 1 card. So yeah. So Greasing the Palm was good. Good. Right. I know what I need to get in there. So the problem is keeping a click and getting everything set up. So I don't think I can, so I just need to get set up. So
Start turn?
start turn.
Virus counter?
Yeah. I think just hitting, spending my time just trying to. What have I got on here? Anything gonna help me? Talk to me, cards.
I mean, when I installed that, I could have actually trashed that
Yes.
to make that cheaper, but decided not to.
No. You got 7 money, so
Yeah.
you're good. Oh, it's probably a magnet. A magnet. Unless that's a magnet and that's the... I know that's a gatekeeper. One of them is a magnet. Okay. So. We will. I will pay a click. Oh, I have to choose server.
Choose server.
I will choose this server just in case. So I'll pay one and draw. No. I'll pay moshing. So I'm getting rid of these 3 cards.
So trash 3 cards from your grip.
Yeah. So one of them is the strike fund. So I gain 2 money.
When this card is trashed from your grip.
Yeah.
Or stack. Yeah, 2 money.
So they're very bad.
Draw 3 cards, gain 3 credits.
Yeah. So draw 3. Get 3 credits. Draw 3 cards and hope they're the ones I need. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, nice.
That is never going to get cheaper. Because I don't have any programs like that. I only have Akuras in here. So I need to... 3 cards in hand?
3 cards in hand.
Oh, I doubt there's anything there.
All
As
agendas.
always. All agendas.
Yeah.
I doubt that. Thank you. Thank you for the attempts. I guess I can just try to keep me down on money, but I think I can't make you spend enough so you don't have the 3 for there, I don't think. You got 7 money. The gatekeeper will just keep me out. That could be something nasty. I will confidently say words.
I'm going to
I
procrastinate.
am going to procrastinate
And
my
deliberate.
turns and deliberate and filibuster. My ideas for a Netrunner movie are the whole list as I bring up my manifesto. So I'm going to draw a card. Okay. And then we'll
Final click.
Mosh.
Okay.
I don't get anything for that.
Throw 3, draw 3, get 3 credits.
Okay.
Right. My go. Draw a card.
I get 3 money.
Right. I am going to spend my first 2 actions and 2 credits to put 2 more advancement counters on there.
Oh.
So this is how Netrunner works.
Yeah.
The Corp advances and scores agendas.
Yeah.
When you score this agenda, draw 3 cards.
I love that.
And I skip my discard step this turn. And whenever you score an agenda, I can add a card from archives to HQ.
Yeah. If there's an agenda in there I didn't hear, I'm going to be really upset. I should have also just hit there.
I'm going to put the red level clearance back in. Okay, I got 1 left.
Yes.
And I have 5 money.
Additional life does seem good for next time. Oh, let's try to work out agenda point. You do your thinking. I'm doing some thinking in my brain. We'll double think.
We will
We'll
double
have
think.
a think tank, if you will.
Is this your money?
Yeah.
It's a lot of money.
Would you like me to put it in the 5s to make it easier for you?
Okay. I'm going to use my last action to install the card in here, which gets me 2 credits or draw a card. I'm going to take 2 credits. And I've installed the card in the root of a server.
Okay.
So,
yes.
trigger your thing if you want.
I will.
And then I've got, I skipped my discard step this turn. Okay.
Cool. Should be 2 more in here. That's 1. Yeah, they're just hiding. They're just hiding. Cool. I'm going to choose a server.
Okay.
Cool. So my first action is going to be your hot seat. I'm going to make a one here.
So what's this?
Make a one on HQ.
Oh,
if
yeah.
successful, gain 9 and take a tag.
Okay, well, it is successful.
I'm successful, but I won't take the tag beforehand, so I still
You
think
do.
it. Do I?
The run is declared successful as far
Right,
as
as soon as I get there.
As soon as you've got past the last piece of
Take the
ice
tag.
and you choose not to jack out.
Yeah, I think the state is actually decided before I run. I may be wrong on that. Fitz can tell me, but I thought the state was.
Well, no, because
before
that's
the
whenever
run.
you breach.
Yeah, it's true, because I'm successful, then I'm into
So
the
where's
breach.
the? I mean, there is
Yeah.
a flow chart.
Yeah,
somewhere.
the step of where I hit.
Sure, there's a flow chart.
I do
somewhere.
gain 9 money.
Yeah.
Six,
But the rules question is: can Marcus get the tag from that and
then
use
see
the
2
tag?
cards?
I think you can.
Yeah.
Yeah, because there is a definite flow
Yeah.
chart somewhere with the exact sequence, but I can't find where it is.
Cool.
But either way, you've got your 9 credits.
Yeah.
Is he seeing 1 card or is he seeing 2? I think he's seeing 2 cards.
Well, show me 1 card.
Have 1 card.
Cool, and I win.
Win. Okay.
Cool.
Good game.
Really good game.
That was another trick.
Right, okay.
And you wouldn't have gone for here if it weren't for that, would you?
I probably also wouldn't have gone for there.
I only had 1 in there.
I needed the 2. That helped. I
Yeah.
did have another.
Right.
The other thing I was fishing for was Anarchurus, but it would have made me lose all that, all my resources, maybe just to hit. Would have I hit there? Probably. Was there an agenda here?
Yeah.
No.
So you know when I mulliganed.
Yeah.
You know when you shuffled the card in
Yeah,
at the
yeah.
start because we cheated. That was
Yeah.
my only agenda.
Right. Okay.
So for the first 12 cards, I didn't have any agenda.
Yeah. So in our game, I drew 7 agendas. I got what we called in the community flooded. I was flooded with agendas. I'm trying to keep a sturdy
Yeah,
face.
Fix stepped out. So we did have a rules question fix, and that was Marcus played Hot Pursuit, which is if successful, gain a tag and gain 9 credits.
Yeah.
And then we were wondering if his Manuel resource would kick in. Does he get the tag from that before this? And the question is, when is it considered successful?
Yeah.
And whenever you breach.
'Cause I know some cards are at the state at which you run beforehand, like
So that's whenever you breach.
the Shaper one we had.
not
extra
whenever
stuff
you
on. Yeah.
whenever you run. But it didn't matter because he saw it with the first card.
Yeah.
So there you go. That's a couple of games of Netrunner. Slightly unusual games.
Yeah.
Because what normally happens is the corp will be placing cards, advancing them. The
I
runner
think
tries
this is
to get them.
actually quite natural for this deck.
Okay.
Because I think the way the Fitz might have made it is, as soon as you have 3 of those in, or
I think
quite a
there's
lot
only
of
2.
them, there's only 2 of those
It
in
might
there.
maybe 2.
But it depends on the bill. Because does like slow ball.
Right.
Yeah, it's only,
only 2?
2.
There's only 2 in there. It's successful before you breach. Okay, so
so
you would have
it would be
accessed the
fine.
second card.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So there's 8 agendas in there. In how many cards? In
45.
45?
Yeah.
So it's quite slim in regards of...
Oh no, I think it's 44.
Yeah,
Minimum
44.
30 is 40 for this one. So,
Yeah.
but there you go. That's a couple of games of
Couple
Netrunner.
of games
The
of Netrunner.
best asymmetric 2-player card game that has ever been designed.
Yeah.
And
Agreed.
yeah, it's thoroughly enjoyable. But yes, we're looking forward to, in a few weeks' time, the latest expansion set from Null Signal Games comes out, and
Yeah.
we can burn Rashida.
Rashida can go!
One of these
Netrunner, get out of here!
It's just stupid. It's just a nonsense card.
It is basically free in every...
I mean, I wasn't around. I wasn't playing the FFG Netrunner when this came out.
No.
I fail to understand the logic behind how they can
I
even
don't get it
think
designed.
that this card is free to res, and you can trash it to get 3 credits and draw 3 cards. It's just
It makes no sense to me. It's just too much. In a game that is about action economy and action
Yeah.
efficiency,
Yeah.
like, it just gives you too much. And, like, in Epiphany, I don't mind if you trash it either, because I get the counter and
Yeah.
stuff. So the one trash isn't necessarily a downside. And a lot of times, your first play pattern is Ice for Sheeta.
Yeah. The other card that I have to admit I don't like is Spin Doctor. Now, Spin Doctor isn't going out,
No.
but Spin Doctor I think is too good because, again, it's 0 and you can just res it to draw 2 cards.
It's normally
But it's
free
the
in every
ability.
deck as well.
There's 3 of these in every deck, and that is a red flag. But the ability of removing it from the game to shuffle 2 cards from your archives into R&D is just so good.
I think it's free cards because of the play pattern of... So, Essa came out that was really strong with Sabotage mechanic,
Okay.
which is essentially you trash... When meat damage is done, a lot of times someone will say Sabotage, which is you will have to either trash cards from your HQ or cards from your R&D
Yeah.
and, like, into it. And there was a point where there was just nothing able
Okay.
to, like, protect from that other than just going up on ice. But then a lot of times you're protecting here and not here. So
Yeah.
so you needed something to sort of deal with that. That was the magnet.
That was the magnet. That was brilliant.
That was a blah.
Right. Do you want to chat to the audience for a minute?
Yeah,
I'm going
let's
to
go.
pop into the attic and I'm going to try and find my
You're
old
gonna
magnet.
get the old Netrunner card.
Yeah, I'll see if I can find it.
We're going into the museum of Netrunner to find.
The foot might appear through the ceiling.
That's fine. We're having a foot. Hello, chat. Hello, everyone on Game Rules channel. Yeah, if you're not playing Netrunner, think about it at least because it's just an incredible game. It's really, really good. And what's a good thing as well, if it's someone that's played for a while, God, it sounds like you can hear the clack of a ladder in the background. It's very exciting finding cards. But if you either 2 new players playing together, you get to discover all the new cards that are coming out in Elevation. So you basically get to discover a game together, which is a lot of fun. If you're an older player and you're coming back to it, it's a whole new set of cards that you basically have the fun of working out and learning and going through. And if there's a newer player and an older player coming back, you're kind of... The older player will have things in your head, like when me and Paul were talking, you might hear me say things like, oh, where do I win? Oh, let's try to work out this. Criminals do these sort of things. So there will be a background information knowledge in your brain that can help you. But in general, you'll be on the same playing field and the older player can help the new player. I'm really excited for it. And the main thing is I love the lore of Netrunner. Always had. I read all the Android books that FFG put out. And having a new hub world is really cool because obviously the old hub world was New Los Angeles and No Signal have always gone to like new areas. Anyway, we went to Brazil, we went to Antarctica. So we had like different places that we've explored. But having like a new hub world in like Borneo with Kato Kilamano, I'm probably pronouncing that completely wrong. But yeah, it's in Borneo. They're making a new space elevator to essentially go into space. And yeah, it just seems interesting. Like having a new coach to explore and new characters and new runners and new ID is great. And like I said, I really enjoyed getting in games to like do events and go to different tournaments. But the amount of cards in the card pool from FFG and the newer stuff was a lot to get my head around. I'm just trying to learn, right, okay, is that ice going to kill me? Kill me going into it? Is it not? Oh, it's probably this. And there was a couple of decks in the meta that had real puzzle play patterns to it in regards of like, there is a puzzle and you have to know the game you're playing. Like there was a MBN deck called Asari that essentially would kill you by drawing stuff and having like 3 cards in the hand. So you kind of had to know that. So it was hard to like hit up against that wall. But at least with like a whole new section of cards, like that is less, which will be good. But no, it's exciting time. There's previews up on No Signal at the moment. They're doing stories. So I think there's 2 stories up there at the moment, maybe 3. What about? I don't want to spoil any of the cards. Like, you should go on the website and check it out, because that's how they get their traffic. So I don't want to tell you necessarily what the cards are. But there's 2 Anarch IDs up there already, which are 2 new runners, and they're both really cool. There's one in particular, being an NBN fan, that I'm really excited for, because their whole stick is they were kind of part of like K-pop culture, where they were making NBN are basically manufacturing bands and music and entertainment, and they were sort of forced through that. And then he decided to basically bust out of it, and now it's like a punk rocker. And she's awesome. She uses any pronouns as well, and yeah, Netrunner is great. It's great for the game. It's great for what it says and its themes, and community-wise, it's some of the best people I've generally played games with. Like, I hadn't played with any of the guys in Bristol. Went to a startup event a couple years ago. Got really busy. Wasn't there for about a year and a half, but was still on Discord. Went to a big regional event. A few people still knew my name. Bar said hello, Marcus. It's great to see you again, and everyone was lovely. So play Netrunner. Get to Netrunner. Cool. Thanks, Vix, for the stream and helping out in the chat. But yeah, I think Paul has either been lost in a digital space or is somewhere still stuck in the void. But he's on his way back. So he'll be down in a second with old museum cards of Netrunner. Oh, I hear the pitter-patter of the ladder. The clickety-clack of its pavement. It sounds like one of those sort of spy suitcases where you have to open up the 2 and then click, 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 click. And more he did it. It was just saying it sounded like a spy suitcase because the ladder sounds like 6 different clicks. So it was like click, 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 click.
So this is my 30-year-old, well, almost 30-year-old. So it's not quite a full set.
Right.
But this is the original Netrunner. I still have about 10 decks built up somewhere.
Amazing.
Somewhere in the house. But the card that I was referring to is, if I can find it, there. And I'll show you this on the big camera. So it's a Black Ops agenda. So it's a node, which is an asset, which is an action. Spend 3 agenda points, do 15 meat damage, only if they've got 2 or more tanks. So, yeah. That's just
that. News.
Yeah, basically a win the game card. So I mean, yeah, this is bringing back a lot of memories. The artwork at the time was very much, 90s pseudo CGI, very much like the sort of films that were out at the time. But
Cubes.
It was cool. It was very cool. There's a lot of cards which are exactly the same then as we have now.
Right. Okay.
So Inside Job. Inside Job is a card. It's
okay.
still,
cool.
Yeah, they were called preps.
Right. So you just bypass your first time.
So score is the sure gamble, and Inside Job is there you go. Inside Job.
Nice.
Exactly the same. Make a run, automatically pass the first piece of ice that you encounter. Jack and Joe is the diesel. So there's a few cards that are exactly the same, but there's a whole lot more stuff in here.
That's cool. And you had a deck that was 12.
So 12 Jack and Joes, and then Bodyweight Synthetic Blood, which is here. Oh no, yeah, sorry. Bodyweight Synthetic Blood is just draw 5 cards.
Right, okay.
So the Jack and the Joe was draw 3 cards. Bodyweight Synthetic Blood was draw 5 cards. It was another one, and I can't remember what it was called, but it was basically trash cards from your hand to get money. Forge Your Activation Orders is still in the game now, so that was good. Do we have, and I know we had it in the FFG days, but do we have the hardware chips that allow you to access one more card?
No, we don't have them anymore. I think they're gone.
Yeah.
There's ones which allow you there's Shipworks, which if you hit HQ or specific servers, but I don't think there's one that just allows you extra one all the time.
Okay.
But the program which generates counters, and we'll see more depending on
Right. One of the big problems with the original game is fast advancement decks.
Right, okay.
And fast advancement is something they got rid of in the FFG days. And that was basically the ability to put more than one advancement counter on for an action.
Yes.
So one of the problems with the original game is that Corps could just build up some ice and then sit there gaining money.
Right, okay.
And then they would score agendas from hand, which removes, all they would do is protect HQ. And they would only ever install something in a remote server if they could then advance it.
Right.
And it was just a bit boring, and it kind of took away from the whole point of the game, which is installing servers and running.
Right, okay.
So overtime incentives was spend 4 to get 2 actions. Okay, so that's similar. But the worst one... Where was it? I can't remember exactly what it was called. Well, systematic layoffs was 5 for 2 advancement counters.
Right, okay.
So that was a popular card because that would allow you to score the 3-point agendas or the 3 cost agendas from hand.
Right, okay.
Right, but there is another one from that. Yeah, I don't know what it is, but it was even more. And then there was one which was just really expensive, but you just management shake-up. Yeah, management shake-up is 12 for 3. So this is the card that everybody played, and they just sat there, got money, and then one turn, put a card down, put an advancement counter on it, play that, score it straight from hand. Boom. So I'm glad that they got rid of that. One of the other big changes, which I didn't mind it, but there was dice rolling.
Right, okay.
So some of the runner ones, was it Blink? Oh no, Blink's really good. It's not Blink, but there was another one where you basically rolled the dice, and it did random stuff as you were going through.
That's cool. It's kind of like side games, right? Because there's like the side games which are like pick 1 to 3 if they pick the same.
Bart Moss Memorial Icebreaker. This is the one. So it's a really good icebreaker, and it's a generic one.
Right, okay.
So it'll break anything. After passing each piece of ice, roll a die. And on a 1, it's trashed. So it's very, very risky.
That's great.
But
was there anything that can manipulate dice? Was there anything that... No. So no
nothing to manipulate ice. Backdoor was the... Oh, no, not backdoor. There was the sneak door beater.
Yeah.
That was in here as something different. It had the viruses. And as I say, 90% of the game is the same.
Yeah.
The same core mechanism. They've just tweaked it.
You could have any amount of cards and...
Emergency self-construct was always a nice card that people had. It's basically, it sits in play as a program, and you can trash it to prevent yourself from dying, but you become virtual. So your body dies.
You upload yourself into the grid.
Yeah, now I don't think the new version has anything like that. So that's quite cool.
There might be maybe something coming, because like in one of the stories, there's Wayland basically have a cult now. Okay. They kind of like their invisible hands. Like they've always been mobsters. Yeah. They have like this sort of religious cult. And they're talking about this gambling chip that's basically gambled so many times it's become sentient. Okay. And like people are like uploading themselves to it. Right. So there's like more talk of like the virtual world in that sense. Okay. So yeah, Plutus, I think it's called. I haven't done a spoil the story, but yeah, it's good. Cool. Anyway, old cards. Old cards. So we're done. Thank you very much, Marcus. Thank you to everybody for watching us and keeping us honest with the rules help and things like that. And thank you very much again to Fix for making my decks. Now, if you're interested, this evening, starting at 7 o'clock, so about 2 hours from now, we're going to be doing a 5-player game of Unfathomable, the Battlestar Galactica re-theme. Battlestar Galactica with tentacles, basically. So 3 other people are coming over this evening, and we're going to be doing a 5-player game of that. The video is set to go live on the channel now, so if you want to set your reminders, you can. And yeah, we'll see some of you in a couple of hours. Thank you again. Thank you for watching. Thanks, everyone. See you next time. Bye-bye.